Oh, forgot to make it public. Should be good now. Get chat on screen. Yo, devil. Um, let's see. Is this working on YouTube? Yeah, you guys are coming in. What's up, Rittenhouse? Why can't I hear anything? Ah, here we go. Oh, good. Cool. Okay. Actually, I fixed. Oh, it works. Wait. Does it look good? One sec. Sorry, guys. I'm testing something. Mm, sorry, I'm waiting for this to come through on my end. Cool. Okay. YouTube actually did its job and notified this time. That's great news. Was it YouTube that notified or was it Discord? I don't think. Oh yeah, Discord actually. Yeah, wow, amazing. I'm amazed. Is Twitch working? I actually didn't even look. Twitch is here because Wicked is here. Hello. What's up, guys? Rittenhouse, Devil, Snessy, Leon, Ed, Guy. Hello. Turan with the Z-Mods logo. That's crazy. Okay. We have LA. Yeah, LA said the bot also worked. Both YouTube first. Good. Just got a second time from Discord. All right, that's great that that's working. Cool. Okay, we should have. I'm checking both. Give me a moment. Oh, why doesn't can you oh, I can change. I can change automatically. Ew. Why does Twitch stick at like 720p? Is there no higher resolution? What? I'm streaming. Okay, so I'm streaming 1080p at I'm not gonna change the profile picture. I don't have one. It sounds good. What's up, Hoodie? Stefan's. Okay, so we should actually have like I didn't realize this, but my capture card didn't support 60 FPS. So whenever we switched we did the little poll a while ago to switch the stream to 1080p 60 FPS. It wasn't actually I could set it to 60 FPS in OBS, but none of my captures were actually coming through. So I bought a nice capture card, like a PCIe one. And the top-down camera is actually 60 FPS now, and it looks good to me on OBS, and it looks good on YouTube, but Twitch for some reason is only 720p. I don't know why, but it is 60 FPS. Strange. I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll figure out later. I'm gonna eventually. My goal is to. I don't know what my bandwidth can handle because I really don't have that much upload speed, unfortunately, where I am. I have like the max internet plan I can get for business, and it's still not very good. It's like 30 megabits per second upload, which is it's fine. It's good for it's okay. It's okay, but it's not what I would want it to be. Can you share what mic you're using? I'm using the Rode Wireless Pros, so it's like these guys, these little wireless things. I'm really happy with these. I'm happier honestly with them when they're. Oh, actually, LA's gone. I think with the baby. I don't know if they already left. But I'm gonna put you guys up here because I think it sounds better farther away from me, even though I'm quiet. I had to turn off the background removal if it's that far away though. So if the baby's around making noise, I'll put it closer to me, and I'm not as big of a fan of it, of the sound of it when it's closer, to be quite honest. Okay. Hey, discovering your channel in the last month and love everything you're putting out and your energy. Hey, thank you, man. Amen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jeb, can you share what, oh, you already read that. Sorry. What's up, Glisha? Sushi, hello. Clint, hello. Welcome in. June, hello. Okay. So anyways, all that being said, we actually have true 60 FPS now, even though we just simply did not before. I'm probably gonna grab another capture card, but I tested, and this, like a lot of people have been saying, this Hayer that I use apparently does not do 60 FPS over HDMI, even though it says it does. I just can't get it to output it, and there's no like settings on the camera that let you change that. Apparently, a very common thing, as far as I'm seeing on AliExpress cameras, like a lot of mechanic ones I've heard have some issues with, you know, false advertising. But you know, the cameras are cheap, so I think we'll do a microscope camera comparison soon. I'm looking into a few to try to swap this out so we can get everything in 60 FPS. This camera is actually not right now in 60 FPS because I think I can put it. I don't. Maybe I could do that now. Let's see. I know it's it supports 60 FPS, but only. Yo.
Happy Friday, Junior, everyone.
Thank you, Babs. Happy Friday. You actually got me excited. I thought it was Friday.
Show us the wrist pillows.
Russ, thank you for what was that, a super chat? Oh, 9 months, dude. Crazy. I don't know if that was probably loud for you guys. I'm sorry if that was loud. We've got the wrist pillows. I've been loving these things. They've been kind of nice. I haven't used them like a ton yet because to be honest, since I pulled them out this week, every time I do, okay, guys, every time I do a AliExpress unboxing, I have to like hide all of the tools that I put in the video for it to not spoil it. It's no fun. So I like don't use them. I like legitimately do not use them until the video's out, which can take upwards of like a few weeks, depending on how good I am at you know, film, depending on how ahead I am with filming stuff, which these days it's not. I'm not very ahead. But I haven't missed a weekly video yet. Let's see. The previous items, the script. Oh, here we go. You can hear the baby. I thought they were gone. I was wrong. What's up, Chris? Oh wait, Chris, I need to ask you something. Chris, which microscope camera did you end up going for real 60 FPS that like actually worked for you at 4K 60? I remember you were talking about the XJ2 from my aunt, but I have a feeling it was something else you landed on. I can't remember. I remember when you would open the Ollie boxes on stream. Yeah, that was. I did one on stream. It was kind of. I tried to edit that into a video, which worked out, but yeah, maybe we'll do that kind of thing again on a stream. But it was really hard to edit into like a. What are you doing with those breast implants? Chris, did you hear my question? I need you to answer me. Moss 4K Pro is true 4K. Oh, no, it's 4K is not the problem, Devil. It's 60 FPS is the problem, and that MOS 8K I think has had some problems for some people. I don't think the 4K does 60 FPS. I think 4K just does 30. Yeah, it does 4K 30. It does 1080p 60 FPS, but the 8K is supposedly supposed to do 4K 60, but I've heard a lot of mixed things about that. And now that I see what 60 FPS looks like, I need it. I need this. Wrong, Chris. I'm screw, Chris. Remember? No, I'm asking Chris. 8-bit. Oh, he said 1 sec. Okay. I guess I'll be patient. for Chris to figure. Maybe he's driving. 8-bit repair. His name's Chris. Screw to hold flex. Oh, you're the one that came up with that, Chris. Let's go. That actually was life changing for me. I got a hater. It says it does 60 FPS. Does it not? Um, mine says it does, but I can't get it to do 60 FPS. And I think Chris had the same problem. I think 8-bit had the same issue. I wasn't aware until you mentioned it. Oh, you got the Gorilla one. Do you like your Gorilla, Chris? I was eyeing that as well. Like what is it actually? Because there's so many cameras that like do 4K 60 that are like a little cheaper. I mean, let's be honest. I'll probably buy like 4 to compare, anyways. But like, let me check Mobile Centrics. How much is this thing? I remember seeing that on Mobile Centrics. I didn't realize they sold the camera separately on there though. Because I know that it has like some like other weird AI features, but I'm sus. I'm skeptical of them being useful at all for the price difference. But it does look like a nice camera. You got the 8K and it works amazing. Wow, I've heard so much mixed stuff about that. Jess. Yeah, I've seen that, Babs. I've seen it says that this does 4K 60, but there's just no. I think it's a lie, to be honest. And I think everybody who I've talked to who has one cannot get it to actually do 60. And contrary to popular belief, if 60 FPS shows up in OBS, that does not mean it's 60 FPS. You have to actually check the footage. Okay, anyways. What am I repairing? So we're doing hello digital terrorist. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Okay, we have a switch to fix. We'll do this later. I want to do Kamikaze install first. Kind of just get myself warmed up here. So wait, let's see. This is a working switch, right? Yeah. So let's get into this. Man, I need water. Devil, it was so fun to see you stream. I like seeing everybody's different setups. All right. I want this. Audio level is a bit low on my end. Could you please turn up the volume? That is very possible because I did move my microphone. Let me know if this clips for anybody. I'm gonna boost the volume slightly. Forgot normally I will boost this slightly. Let's try 4 decibels, 5 decibels. Let's try 5.5. Okay, I might be talking quiet sometimes too, which might not help. It did look a little low, develop on OBS, so I think it was slightly lower than usual. After the years of telling us to use that one, I finally listened. Now it's junk. Okay, I just clipped. I can't laugh at this volume. Awesome. I watched OBS clip when I laughed, so I'm turning it down again. Turn up your damn speakers, guys. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All right. I'm gonna put this down to 4. I'll keep it boosted slightly. I want to be able to laugh without it clipping. Babs, it's still a great camera for the price. Like, no, you don't need 60 FPS. Let's be honest. Like, unless you're recording, I guess it would be nice. I haven't even tried it, so Don't listen to me. I haven't tried 60 FPS digital scope. Maybe it's life changing. I don't think it would be though, to be honest. I really like the camera still, but since the only reason I'm buying a new one is because of content purposes. Kind of want to be able to stream. Your left didn't sound like it clipped. Oh well, it OBS said it did, so I don't know. It probably sounds fine because my mic, apparently these wireless pros, they like auto adjust gain, but like I don't know. OBS didn't seem to like that. Can't stay for a long time. A new exam tomorrow. Darius, welcome in. Good luck on your exam. Does it claim 4K 60? It does claim 4K 60, yeah. It's all good. It looks good. It just needs 220mm spacers to get everything in focus. Yeah, I've tried this on like all of the optical scopes behave differently with probably any camera, but with this one, sometimes I need you need 220mm spacers. Is that real, Babs? What scope do you have? I've only ever had to use a 5mm on like 3 different CTVs too. One of them I didn't need one. This one I only need like a 5mm one. And then like the sunshine I didn't need one. This and the mechanic scope I needed this small one here, this 5mm one, and I can't remember on the I think the YCS Ultra I didn't need one. And if I did, it was this one. I bought one that was bigger. I bought this, but I never ended up using it because I tried it on it was too big, even though I thought I needed one this big. I didn't. That's crazy that you need 2 of these. That's nuts. I'm curious, what scope do you have, Babs? Do you have an optical scope, I'm assuming? No, just one. Oh, Lego style. 1mm, 2, 3. You're confusing me. Oh, I need a 20. I see. Okay. That makes sense. I think you said 2 20mm spacers. 2 is. I see. My bad. I misread your comment. Depends on the CTV adapter. The SZM ones require 225mm. Wow, that's crazy. Some cameras have a built-in spacer. I noticed that. I think actually this had one on it, because a spacer kind of came out of nowhere for me, and I think it either came with the CTV that one of the scopes had, or it came with the camera. I don't know. All right, guys. Sorry. Let's do something, huh? Yo, first time tuning in live, love your vids. But I'm 2 steps away from blocking your channel because every time I see your alley videos, I end up making poor financial decisions. Thank you, Stay Froggy, for joining the live stream. I already took all the screws out of this. What am I doing? I'm sorry to hear about your issues. I'm not the person to go to for those because I have probably worse issues than anyone here with ordering from there. So block away, my friend. Oh, all right. I hate when this happens, when the thermal putty comes through onto the case. This bothers me. After 0.3 zoom, it'll only be like 3mm. Mine's a knockoff amp scope. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Man, I should just do this stuff in the trash. What are you guys doing on Thursday? How many of you are at work right now watching a stream? Slackers. I know there's a few of you. What is the yo? What is this? Check this shit out. Wait 1 second, I gotta find this. What? Where did that come from? That's not mine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you that. It's funny too because it doesn't look like the console was open before, but it's very possible it was. I mean, I'm sure maybe this just snuck in through the vent, but the vents look like they're covered. What is that? At work equals home, so yes. Fair enough, Babs. Same here. No, but if I was at work, I would be. um. Brick by brick, said Russ. What are you talking about? Communist Switch. SD card slot. That's a good guess. That's actually a very good guess. Could be. Oh, I just realized my face cam doesn't exist for some reason on. There we go. Fun employed right now. Very good. Chinese knockoff. Okay. Well, I guess we'll take the star out. That's a first for me. Star glitter. I'll send that back for the guy in case he wants that. Later, Zach, can you go over your PC for streaming? CPU, GPU. I got the Elgato you told me about. Yes. Elgato. Oh, you mean this thing? The Stream Deck? Or a capture card? I can absolutely do that for you, Babs. Just remind me, okay? Because we all know how good I am at remembering things during stream. All right. Anyways, let's figure out what's going on here. So, okay, so well, actually, this is not a repair. I have another console we're gonna fix after this. We're gonna try to fix. It was the one that I think we looked at last week on stream. I can't remember when, but it was the one that was like crashing randomly, and I couldn't get it to replicate any problems. I finally got it to replicate issues after like days of testing, and yeah, the trick was to essentially like I just turn this setting on to keep the screen on all the time and not go to sleep, and now I can see issues regularly with it, which is great. So it's replicable. Is that the word? Replicable. Yeah. It's that. Capture card. Oh, did you get a
Thanks, smile. I won't let you forget.
Thank you, Babs, for the $5. Hey, it actually read that as smile. That's impressive. Thanks, smile. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I can actually like replicate the problems on that console. So, and I haven't figured it out. It's like I don't know what the hell is going on. So we're gonna do some in-depth analysis today. Some fun oscilloscope stuff, hence the thumbnail. To try to figure out if there's like some sort of unstable voltage rail, or like at least just monitor things while this thing likes to fall off. This is like the second time in the last couple weeks I've seen this. I don't think I see that very often, to be honest. I don't know why that. Yeah, this was definitely open before, I think. Actually, I don't know. That actually just looks factory to me. That it just like I don't know why, but it just like fell. It was stored vertically maybe right after manufacturing or something. And the putty like worked its way down. That's why it was all over the back case. You can see it. It looks like a snail trail. Rob, hello. Trace repair by China. Hey, oh, I already read that. It's called Chinesium. What size wire would you normally use for a kamikaze? I guess it depends what you're doing. Like if you just mean like a normal installation, I would recommend either 0.1 millimeters or smaller. Anything bigger than that is like a little sketch, because it's gonna put stress on the point. And I know you just like mask it anyways, but still, like while installing it, you can pull on the wire. And it's just a good idea, in my opinion, to use like 0.1 millimeters or smaller. Some people like use Kynar wire for it. I'm not a big fan of that. It's a little thick, in my opinion. A little stiff, in my opinion, for the application. Scaly, welcome in, and Mr. Alone, welcome. Hi, sir. All right. Let me just make sure I keep this with the right package, because they didn't send a ticket in with this one. I should get I should set up my printer so I can actually use it. I have like a decent printer, but I just like don't have it plugged in right now. So if I want to like print a ticket, I just like, because someone didn't send theirs in. Because I like having a paper ticket to keep with the consoles. It helps me stay organized. So I tell people to mail them with the console, and then when people don't, I should really just print one. I hate printers, but who doesn't? Hey, I just popped in to say hello very late here. Hello, Board Rev, and good night. Okay, I thought I saw some damage on this, but I didn't. Cool. I'll just wait to put that over there with the heatsink. All right. Guys, I have been obsessed with these. The one thing I have been using quite a bit, and that I didn't wait to use from the video, is these things. These are so nice. These have been life-changing for me. I organized all of my switch screws. Look at that. I'm so happy with this. It's like by length and color. So like these are all switch screws in particular. Black short. See, I already forgot what the N is. Oh, non-magnetic. So these are the ones for the V1, V2. These are the normal ones. Silver short, silver long, black long, black other. So like, you know, random like Joy-Con rail, and like there's some weird ones. So they're nice. I'm really liking these. And I finally ordered some bigger ones to use for like Xbox and PS5 screws. Sushi, they're just like SMD component containers. You can find a link to them on my last video at the top of the description. But yeah, the main thing I've been enjoying them for, to be honest, is having like just being able to like pop people's screws if I'm like waiting for parts or something like that for someone's console. I can like just put the screws in. I used to use the little ESD safe bags, as you guys know, but those were kind of a pain. So it's nice to have little boxes. And I'm excited to get the bigger ones. There's like long ones, and then there's big ones too. I don't know how big they are. They look like they're going to be like this big. I do like those. Oh, Rittenhouse, do you have them? They are sick. All right, let's get this shield off. Where's my pin? My trusty pin. Babs, did you get the Camlink 4K or did you get like an actual PCIe? Elgato capture card. Or did you get the knockoff one that I have? The Easy Cap. I can't remember. If you're saying Elgato, then you probably got the actual one. Yeah, I hate thermal paste too, devil. It's just a pain in my ass. Actually, speaking of which, let's clean that up before we move on. I really should start buying these. I don't know what my problem is. I need to start buying these in bulk. I keep running out, and then I'm like, oh, I need to order more. But it's not like I'm testing them anymore. I just actually need them now. So, well, I don't need them, but I want them. Oh, also, I finally ordered 2 gallons of the 4140A flux cleaner from MG Chemicals. I found a site that actually sold it to me in Canada for like a decent price, for a reasonable price. Guys, these pliers are huge, as in like a game changer. I love these things. I'm still getting used to them. I'm so used to the really tiny ones, so my hands are like freaked out every time I go to grab them. But I love them. I actually bought the. I like them so much. I bought the wire cutter version because I like the idea of having like smaller ones. I need everything to be like small on my desk because I have too much too much shit. Oh, I forgot to bend this shield in. We're doing Kamikaze, so we need to do the Kamikaze flex, which I need to do this way because the SoC thing comes out the top, and then we need to do the second one in here. That one for the ground point. Cool. I don't know why I'm going to put that over there because I need that later. Technic, what's up? Welcome. I want to know the site too, Zach, if you don't mind. Oh, here for the flux cleaner. I think it's RS or something like that. I can't remember their name. RS Online, I think, is the name. I don't know. Do they have a US equivalent? Oh yeah, wow, they have a bunch of places. Damn. So here, I'll put the link that I got it from Canada. I don't know where you guys are, but it looks like there's a US version of this site. I can actually get you the link to the flux cleaner if you want directly, if that's what you're asking for. Let's see. I may have bought all of their stock though. I feel like I can't remember if it was this site or if it was another site that said they had 3 left and I bought 2 of the gallons. Let's see. I have to log in to check to find the link of the actual product. I guess I could just search it probably. That would help. My orders. Okay. It still says in progress. Ship it to me, damn it. I ordered this like a little while ago too. It's the 3.78 liter one. No problem, Rob. Oh yeah, I put them out of stock of them. I hope they didn't go out of stock before I ordered, and that's why they're still fulfilling my order. That would be depressing. At least in Canada, they're out of stock. They might have a. It's the 4148 3.78 liter. It's this. But I think I bought all of them. Although I thought they said they had 3. Quantity on order 3. Oh no. I wonder if they screwed up their stock and they didn't actually have the ones. Well, I paid for them, so they have to give it to me. I almost bought, like, because I couldn't find it anywhere, I legitimately almost bought, like, I think it was like 8 gallons or something, which is so unnecessary. But I wanted it so bad that I was actually, they're probably ordering more. Hopefully. Oh, it does say can be back ordered. So everyone buy it so that I get mine faster. Because surely they'll prioritize it if everyone orders it. I'm just playing. But yeah, there was another site that had like none of these, like you go on MG Chemical's site and like I look for where to buy, and literally all these places do not let you buy the chemicals that I need and in the quantity I want. You can buy like this much, but what am I gonna do with that? I'm gonna go through it in like a month. Cleaning, yeah, how to buy, and then I go to Canada, and then they have all these. I shit you know, I came on this site on the MG Chemical site. Okay, that is not the right screen. Hold up, let me figure that out. Here, there we go. That looks better. There we go. Okay, look, I came here and I literally just did this. I went like this. I control clicked all of these and I found one that had it in stock for the 1 liter or for the 1 gallon one. Actually, I don't know if I looked at these last 2. Newark, I think, had it, but they were gonna charge me like too much for shipping or something. I think they had it. Hold up. Where's here? This is the 1 gallon. Oh, that's actually not too bad. I think it was 3 weeks. Yeah, see, I wanted it sooner, and they were gonna charge me a lot for shipping, but RS didn't. Ask RS for a referral link. I mean, nah, no one's gonna buy that much flux cleaner. I mean, I guess like some people are, but it's not worth. Anyways, so that's my flux cleaner woes for you guys. I think it was DigiKey that had it before or they let me at least get a quote, and now they took it off of their listing. It pissed me off. Oh, it was an 18-liter one that I was gonna buy. So how many 18-liter 2 gallons? What is that like? Yeah, 4 to 5 gallons. Oh, I should have just bought that, to be honest. It's $600? Wait, that doesn't check out. That makes no sense. Oh, it's 19 liters, but the 19-liter one is $600. I did not pay that much per like liter or per gallon when I bought the 2 gallons. I'm confused. Yeah, but Glecia, I would have lifetime supply. I would never have to buy Flex Cleaner again. The thing is, I probably would have to buy it again at some point. Because I basically just use it in place of my IPA. It's just like better IPA. Also, did you guys see me spill like 5 cups of it the other stream on my bench? If I keep doing that, getting your barrel, yeah. We need to talk about how much hexane I'm comfortable with you having in the dwelling since you have a baby. Babs, don't worry. This is all staying downstairs. Um, yeah, MG Chemicals is great, Weasel. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. It's my stream. I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna yap on the stream. So I'm sorry if anyone doesn't want to watch that. No hard feelings. Okay, so let's do this first. And let's do it with the new grinding pan, huh? Let's go. I love this thing so far. Are you joking? Did I not charge this? I've not charged this since I got it, and I think it's dead. Rip. That's unfortunate. Hold up. Let's see. Surely this has PD charging, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just totally dead because since I bought this, I haven't charged it. I didn't charge it when I got it either. So I guess we're just gonna do the other. No, I want to try it with this. I'll let this charge, and we'll prep the rest of the console first. Sound good? Stop saying sorry. I told Pollock how to make it, so I'm interested in his testing. Oh, interesting. MG's good for dishes as well. That's for your child of child of child and all of them, so they'll be good with that order. Oh yeah, everybody can. My 5 generations of board repair can have stores of MG Chemicals 80 4148. 5 minutes is plenty. Oh, for charging? Yeah, it should be, especially with PD. I wonder if it's charging at more than 5 volts. Probably not. I would be very surprised. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to charge all the way, but we'll at least be able to get some use out of it. Okay, I gotta go under the scope for this. Let's go under the scope. What's up, James? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're gonna go this direction. Ew, I don't like when it does that. Oh, that's so annoying. It's so much harder to cut when it's like that. There we go. And we're gonna go that. JFix, I feel like I talked to you more than my wife. That's amazing. It's a good person to talk to. James is such a nice dude. I keep bullying him to stream more. Not really. I just tell him I'm excited for his next stream. But really what I mean is you should stream more. But he's he's I think just got done moving, which like really when you get done moving, you're not done moving for the next like month or multiple months, especially a house. Like I can't imagine like what the feeling is like moving when you have a house because we've only ever been in apartments, LA and I, and man, it is crazy how much stuff you can have in like 1,000 square foot apartment. It is crazy how much stuff that you don't realize you have when you go to move. It is brutal. So I cannot imagine the feeling of, of that's like, the equivalent, but when you have a whole house worth of stuff. All right. Oh my God, guys, whenever I have to move, it's gonna be brutal to move my workbench. But I'll have a fun time kind of rebuilding it. But the thing is, I just rebuilt it, so I don't want to do. I'm really happy with it right now. I really would prefer not to do that again. anytime soon. But we're probably gonna have to with the child eventually. I don't know when. Moving isn't easy yet, I hope. It's crazy moving house. I've been relocating my AliExpress warehouse. I feel that. Although I haven't had to move mine, so I don't really. I'm sympathetic. Did everyone see JFix Lenovo NoFix fixed? So good. I don't think I have. I don't think I saw that. I should go check that out. JFix. Let's see. Lenovo. Can a wire frost? I love your thumbnail on this, James. The pizza. All right. Surely this grinding pen is charged enough, right? I guess I could do the B point wire. Let's do that next. And then we can do the grinding pen stuff. All right. Yay on having a bench you like. Absolutely. It is marvelous. That's why I never move from house. I guess that's a good trick. Would you consider one with screen scratches but otherwise perfect worth Pico if it were to flip? Wait, would you consider one with screen scratches but otherwise perfect worth Pico if it were to flip? Nate, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Are you saying, am I interested in a Switch? Can't tell. All right. You know, I have all these anti-glare lights and I'm just not using them. That's awesome. Oh, you know why? It's because I need to find a way to mount one. I really want to mess around with my scope setup because there's so many ideas I have for this Gorilla USB-C setup thing going on here. I think I want to have an anti-glare light mounted and a toggleable UV light, and then keep the thermal camera on there. And just use like a different kind of UV light, like find one that would do well with mounting. All right, child's back, so we're going back to the microphone on the shirt. All right, let me know if no, this should be good. Looks like the same volume. Might just sound a bit different. Have you done phone motherboard repairs before? I have, but I don't like doing them. And I don't accept phones at the moment because it's just like I don't have the stock for that or the tools for that. If I had like 10 times the amount of space I have now, I would do phone repair. Wow, what a difference. Sounds good. Yeah, it sounds, I actually prefer the last, like when it's not. I don't know. Personally, I like it without it close to me. Microphone. Nate K, that's a word puzzle. Nate Tech. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if it was Nate or Nate Tech or Nate K. Would you consider Oh yeah, what were you saying? Debugging, step one, tell Nate which was the first part that was not understood. All right, Nate, I don't understand anything about what you're saying. You said, would you consider one what? You're talking about a Switch, I'm assuming, with screen scratches. Like, you want to send one to me for repair, or are you asking if I'm interested to buy one to flip? I don't know if you want to flip it or if you want me to flip it. That's what I'm confused about. Nate.
Yo, Nano.
Yo, Nano. I thought that was it. Yo, thank you for the 20 bucks. I thought there was something else after that, after the Yo, Nano. But that was it. Thank you, Supersonic Corndog, for the $20. You are a generous person, my friend.
Yo, Nano.
The way, okay, this is a good. This is this is a good. What's it called? TTS. Thank you, James, for the. Are you 9 months too? Yeah, 9 months. You guys are wild. Yo, Nano. All right. I was worried that this TTS wasn't gonna be funny enough, but honestly, I like the accent. Yo, Nano. Da, 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 da. All right. I don't know why I zoomed into that. There really was no reason to do that. Let's zoom back out. Also, I really need to get in the habit of focusing on the screen while I'm streaming or recording and not in the lenses. I'm pretty sure our daughter thinks that she's a pterodactyl because she's like finding her voice or whatever. And oh boy, does she have a voice. She will screech. Like, and she will be happy. She'll just
Invisible_Ezio said Yo, Nano.
Yo, Nano. Why did it say it differently that time? That was creepy. Babs, thank you for the $2. What's up, Invisible Ezio? Why did it say it like that? Yo, Nano. That's creepy. Yes, tiny pterodactyl tartar sauce. Oh, did LA say something? Oh, I'm back. What's up? I'm back, babes. What's up, LA? Welcome. Which wire size are you using? I'm using 0.1 millimeter. It's perfect. My Yo Nano has no highlighting, obviously. Did it in Twitch? Are you on YouTube? Hey, Ace. Welcome. Welcome. What are you working on today? So what do you have in store for us later? Ace probably just woke up and he probably doesn't want to think about work right now. Sorry. Welcome to the stream. Remember that time we bullied Ace to go live last week? Shout out to him for going live. What a sport. Devil. Nanu. Can we talk about what it would take to make a supersonic corn dog? I so want to know the backstory. Lead, welcome. Okay, surely our grinding pen is charged now, right? Enough for... Where is it? Kamikaze. Okay, it's turning on now. Oh, it actually looks like it's half charged already. All right, I've been liking the 10. Oh, I have to put some flux on this. I've been liking the 10,000 RPM on it because it's like smooth, but it's not like too insane. Can Max 77812 pad be fixed if they have a scratch solder mask?
No, 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 no,
Yes.
no, 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 no.
Wow. It's crazy how I love how this text to speech tries to like make a sentence cadence out of anything. Like that was wild. Thank you for the $2 supersonic and for the glorious message. It like tries to make it sound like it's a real sentence no matter what it is. Crazy. All right. We're going to do. Dude, it's so smooth. It's crazy. Dude, look how freaking fast this goes. It's amazing. All right, I can't stop it the same way I stopped my other one. That's done. We're at the third layer. That is crazy. I love this for kamikazes. Oh, well, let me just hit this with the UV light actually first just to be sure. Wheezy. Oh, Weasel. I see you're saying hi.
Cat and boots and cats and boots, cat and boots and cats and boots.
And cats and boots. Babs, thank you. Thank you for the $5. And cats and boots. That was a good test. That's pretty good. I kind of want to go down a little bit more. You know. Cats and boots. And cats and boots. Yeah, it's really fast. It's nuts. Look at that. Look how fast that goes through 3 layers. God help anyone who bought this and is trying Kamikaze for the first time. I think they'll dig to China. Like, they're just gonna. I hope I didn't convince anyone to buy this for Kamikazes who's like new because boy does that. I mean, to be fair, I have it set at 10K. But someone is gonna massacre their console with this thing. I love it. This is gonna be huge for like efficiency. Look at that. That's so sick. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't get enough. What a beaut. Okay, let's mask. I need to clean some of this a bit better. Oh, I see. I'm already maxed out on my I hate when I do that. I do that so much more with the optical scope because I'm still getting used to it. Where I like max out the focus wheel instead of just physically moving the thing up and down. And then I'm like stuck. I just need to get in the habit of like grabbing the scope and moving it. There's no backstory. I just saw a picture of an F-16 with a supersonic vapor cone and I photoshopped in a corn dog. It was all ogre from there. Which grinding pen is that? It's the Tool grinding pen. If you want to see an unboxing of this and like a little bit more testing in depth, my last video I go over it. But that was the first Kamikaze I did with it. It's just been all of my tools I just got have been sitting up here behind me until that video came out. and then I forgot to take them down until today, basically. But I used a few of them throughout the last week, like those containers. I've been using a bunch, and I used the little cushions a couple times. All right. Yo, Zach in chat. What's up? Yeah. Does the optical scope help for Kamikaze? Oh yeah, for sure. It's nice. It's definitely it's not necessary, but it's definitely like nice to see. It's better honestly for the repairs. Like I like it for the actual Kamikazes themselves, but I prefer it for the repairs because with the repairs, you're not really ever sure with the digital scope what layer. Okay, I'm gonna redo that. I don't want that much on there. You're not really sure what layer they got to, and it's sometimes just hard to tell if there's like a layer. Even if you count the layers, sometimes you can't tell if it's a layer further down or further up, like a piece of copper, if it's like, you know what I mean? Um, a little hard to tell without the depth perception, but the optical scope makes it super easy to see and fix those. Yeah, I recognize the tool. Oh, why are we using grinding pen? Someone asked which grinding pen, right? Or did I just completely misread your comment, Fox? I think. Oh yeah, someone asked which. Juan asked. Juan Daniel. But to answer your question, Fox, we're doing it to grab a data point. For the Picofly mod chip. That is the goal here. And my daughter's being a pterodactyl right now. Cool. That's great. Let's get some solder paste in there. I'll be curious to know if you guys can hear my daughter absolutely screaming. I'm pretty sure my background removal is going to be good enough to remove the majority of it. Unless, oh, didn't mean to do that. Unless I'm talking. I think while I'm talking, it might not do as good of a job. Damn, it's $25 on Taobao. Yeah, it's a nice grinding pen. I like it. Making me want to try some of the other ones to like see which one I like the best. Because I didn't really think about the fact that there would be like nice grinding pens out there. I've just kind of like dealt with this like $10 or whatever, $10, $20 D2. Okay. Nothing here. Mike is childproof. Chris, did you answer my question if you liked your gorilla? Please let me know. And I apologize if I just wasn't paying attention. I do that. Russ, I'll do 4 layers if you want, just for you. No, we'll stop at 3. 3's enough. Grinding pen July? What? Oh, it sounds like it might be bedtime for baby. If so, I hear the white noise machine, so we can switch back to the other mic setup. Same mic, different position. I like the other one better because you guys can hear the bench sounds a little bit better without the background removal and without it close to my face. It never gets old watching the solder paste. Yeah. Missed it, dude. It's the best cam quality I've seen so far. Oh, high praise. Maybe it's worth picking up to test then. Just got my Finersi I'm assuming the DWS 200 is so nice. Thanks for the rec. Oh, I love mine. It's great. Maybe is the correct word here. Not sure it's bedtime yet. Yeah, Taran, you'll hear it again soon. I promise. I can't wait to get my 4148. I'm so pissed it's on back order. I really hope those aren't mine that are on back order, but I have a feeling they are. I swear to God, when I checked out, they said they had like 2 or 3 in stock, and I bought 2. I'm just sad. But I really should be sad at myself for not just buying it like months ago. All right. Oh, we have to. Why did I not tin this clock point? Annoying. Let's do that. And then we can put the FPC on, and then we can do the SOC FPC, and then we're basically finished. And we can move on to a fun, well, yeah, it should be fun. An interesting repair, in the very least. A weird one, too. I could use your guys' help with it, for those of you who are experienced with strange switch problems. Because I can't say that I've seen these exact symptoms before. I've seen similar stuff, but not the same. What's up, RVNR? Welcome in. Okay. Here we go. Got a new chip. Let's get this out of the bag. What's up, bro? What's up, Daniel? Oh, come on. Okay, we don't need these. I gotta put these in a different. Ooh, Ryuma, welcome.
Have you tried turning it off and then on again?
I have. Supersonic, thank you for the $2. I have tried that. Believe it or not. Alrighty. Shout out to Chris, right? The Chris, he's calling himself Screw Chris. I don't know if that's the move, but he said it, not me.
I will match that Dono.
Yo, Joseph, thank you for the $2. I swear this TTS just like changes her like voice every single message. It's just like different every time. It's very entertaining. Okay, I need this lined up perfect. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see because I moved the scope. All right, that's pretty solid. I kind of want this side to be moved down a little bit more, but this gap is going to be so annoying to bridge for the A point, but we'll make do. Okay, everything else is lined up really, really nice, so I'm not going to touch it.
Have you tried to turn it off and back on again, but with a corn dog?
But with the corn dog, it's funny. I literally just had a corn dog for lunch. We have in Canada. This is like not that popular in the U.S. Maybe it is, but I just never saw it when I lived there. We have this in Canada. We have pogos, and they're like frozen corn dogs, and they're amazing. And I just had one. Believe it or not, Babs, thank you for the $5. and for the recommendation. I don't think a corn dog would help. Oh, RVNR, this is a different console. This is a working console. We're just doing an install on this. We will get to the repair momentarily. If I can like shut up and actually finish installing this, we will get there. And I would very much appreciate your help on it because I am I'm very confused. I have a sneaking suspicion it's either NAND, like failing NAND chip, or a failing SoC, which I hope not. I will at least try replacing, like, if nothing else, and I don't find anything on the oscilloscope today, I think my best bet is going to be to try replacing the NAND. We have a good NAND read, so we have options, which is good. Okay, let me zoom into this to get this Kamikaze point soldered. My triple quarter pounder was amazing last night, Nano. Ace, I had McDonald's, when was it? It was yesterday. It was exactly yesterday. All right, let's get some more solder on here. And get this, got the temp turned up a little. Perfect. Let's turn it down now for the A point. I need a nice blob of solder and more flux than that to get this to bridge well. Hopefully we can just tap it and get it done. I would like to hold this down, kind of. Nice. That was beautiful. That's good. This is good. We can keep the low temp for that resistor. Let's increase the temp slightly for the caps. Sweet. Sorry for the focus is a little not ideal. And now let's clean. Yo, triple, that's 3/4 pound. Okay, sure, you're lucky I have free time and I'm here then. Yes, RVNR, I am lucky. Thank you for chilling. You're actually, of all people, probably one of the few people who, if I were to guess, can help me out here. Well, I just in terms of seems like you've seen a lot on switches, so. All right, let's get this. I'm just gonna poke this Kamikaze point, make sure that's actually soldered. Yeah, that is. We can be extra and check diode mode here, just to be sure. But it looks good to me. Yeah, that's good. 0.39. Cool. Cool. All right, where is? Oh, here. All right, I need to clean this a little bit better before I put mask on it. Actually, RVNR, while you're here, I'll just tell you what the problem is with the other one. So essentially, it was the history behind it is it was an attempted Picofly installation. Okay, it's an OLED. It's a switch OLED. It is an attempted Picofly install. They sent it in. I took out their install, and the console works. So I cleaned everything up. Like I did my normal thing, went through, cleaned stuff up. Console works. Not as you that basically 90% only them. Yeah, I get a lot of switches, RVNR. Fun fact, I watched many of your videos to learn a few stuff I didn't know. Hey, well, you have taught me many a thing, my friend. So if I could teach you anything, then count me happy. Uh, I think you've helped me with lots of consoles indirectly. Okay, let's pop some. But yeah, okay. So back to the Switch. So the Switch worked after I cleaned everything up, or appeared to work. I don't think it was fixed at that point, but it appeared to work to me. So I just proceeded with the reinstallation. Everything checked out. I did my normal testing, sent it back to the customer, and then they get back to me and say that during a NAND backup, that the console crashed, or rather, Windows gave like a memory error, and the console crashed shortly after, is what he said. And now what's happening with the console is, and he's saying that it behaved similarly before, so I just have a feeling it never got fixed.
Nanu nanu.
Hey, yo, thanks for the membership, Ace. Thank you.
Thank you for create such a friendly repair community.
Yo,
With their
lad.
help and knowledge from you, I just repaired my first motherboard issue.
Lad, let's go. Congratulations. Congrats, my friend. Huge W. Nice work. So yeah, what's up, Sloth? Welcome. You sound sometimes like you have 1 amp in your voice. What does that even mean? Is my mic doing weird stuff? But yeah, okay, so the issue is that essentially it started to just crash, like fully. Like just it doesn't freeze. I've seen this before where the console freezes and you won't be able to press any buttons, but the screen is still on. TTS quiet for me. Oh, I can boost that a little bit. My voice might be a little bit louder now. But this one isn't doing, like, I've had plenty of consoles, actually probably like upwards of 5 to 10, where I've seen the SoC is dying and there's like an intermittent short on the 3.3 volt rail, and the 3.3 volt goes to like 1 pad under the SoC. And I've seen this multiple times, and it's the SoC essentially like failing intermittently, depending probably on temperature and stuff like that. So, but what happens when I've seen that almost every single time is the console will freeze. It won't shut off. This one is just fully shutting off. I did remove the mod. Yeah, this was initially you remove the mod, console boot it up normally, then you reinstall back, customer tried again to mod it. No, okay, no. So they tried to mod it, they sent it to me. I cleaned it, it worked. They wanted me to reinstall the Pico install. It worked. But the thing is, I don't think it ever actually fully worked, because in order to replicate the problem, you have to have the console on for like a lengthy time. It has to be turned on for a long period of time. So I think whatever they did to mod it, something happened. They caused some sort of damage. And no matter what happened after that, I think it was just always having the same issue. And I thought there was just a no power situation. They sent it in for no power. So when I got it to boot, I was like, oh, okay, it's fixed. So I reinstalled the mod, sent it back to them, and I don't think it ever was truly fixed, is my read on the situation. Because he said it was doing similar stuff before he sent it in, that was unclear to me when he sent it. But anyways, all that being said, what's happening is it's fully crashing. It just turns off randomly. And I have a feeling it's either like, again, it's either like a failing NAND or it's failing SoC, but in a way I haven't seen before, or it's some kind of unstable rail for like the console. So I'm wondering, my thought process is to monitor voltage rails with the scope while it's shutting off to see, if we can catch something weird on like 1.8 or on something like that. Anyways, that's kind of the situation with that console. So we'll look at that momentarily. Just got to finish this guy up, and we'll get to that. But it's really confusing me because everything checks out. Like, of course, because it boots, so all of the rails are, of course, there. It's I see. I think in this situation, you can rule out a board issue like RAM and voltage rails partial failure by doing a brain transplant with a known working board. That's a good idea. That's a phenomenal idea. I don't know why that didn't occur to me. Just like move the SoC and NAND over. I do have boards that we can do that with. I think I'll still try some stuff before I go that route, but that would be a really good idea. Because that would rule out. I have plenty of good boards with dead SoCs on them. I think I have like 3 that are like really good OLED boards, and the SoC's fried. Where were they? I had them out actually. Yeah, these. Yeah, that is a really great idea. That'll make a good video too. I think that's what we'll do. I don't know that we're gonna do all of that today. We'll see how far we get. That'd be fun. That way you can check if the issue persists, and so you know that it's something surely on the SoC and NAND. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. Yeah, and that way I don't waste a good NAND if, you know, I guess I wouldn't be wasting it if I put a new one on and it didn't work, then I would know the old one's probably fine. But yeah, no, that's a great, I think that's the best way to do it without wasting a lot of time. Thank you. Okay, let's get this on here. And we do first try. First try Fridays, according to Babs. It's Friday for him, I guess. Have you ever found broken pads on those caps? Yeah, they are a pain in the behind to fix. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Damn, I missed up the first one. Okay, that doesn't count, right? First try? First try? Yeah. uh, damn, that was close. If I had just had a better angle with my iron on the first one, it would have been first try. What can you do? Damn it. Sorry, you guys cannot see. My apologies. Okay, I want a little bit more solder on that. Where? The shield is just eating the solder. I don't like when it looks like that. It bothers me. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. You can fix it. You have to make a video on that. Caps itself. He means caps itself. If the pad is gone, it can still be. No, I was talking about the I knew what he meant. The pads themselves. Like, yeah, it doesn't technically make a difference for boot, but I like to replace the pads when they get ripped on these and replace the caps. And we've done it on stream too, and it's really annoying. It's really, really annoying to fix the pads under these SP1, SP2 caps, or any of the SoC caps. It's just not fun. But yes, you can fix it. Z Marco. Never saw a fix before of that. If you want, you can you can have one of my members or someone who has access to the complete live stream playlist. Someone can comb through that to try to find me repairing that. And send it to you. But it's like any other trace repair. It's the same. It's just a little bit more annoying because the substrate on the SoC is kind of a. It's just really like hard to deal with, to work with. it's not, it's like thicker solder mask on the SoC than on the board, so it's like all weird. But yeah, it's like any other pad repair. So you could look up like I have some videos on VGA pad repair. It's pretty similar to that, and it's a similar scale. So a lot of the same tips I give in those videos. Those are old videos, but they're probably still going to be somewhat helpful to you. I hope. Okay. This is good to go. Let's get the shield on. Let's proceed and get over to the repair. I told Vladislav that Nano has a website. Turan's Russian is better than mine. I'm scared of the SoC. Yeah, I don't recommend using hot air if you can avoid it. To repair the area there, I try to stick to using soldering iron because the die is like right there. So you gotta be a little bit careful. Make sure this B wire doesn't get crushed. Wonderful. Cool. Alrighty. Let's get the chip on here. Stick it down. B wire. I guess I could. Is LA is baby sleeping? Because if so, I'll move my mic for the next repair. No, she's not. Are you listening on stream? Are you listening on stream? Rare. She'll usually just listen to my voice. In real life and watch muted. So, oh, she has earbuds now. Forgot she got new earbuds. No. Oh, that's so sad. I dropped my big ass tube of thermal paste and the nozzle just broke off. Oh, it still has the threading though. So I can still put like here, I'll put like one of these. Damn it, where did that go? Maybe the cover will still. The cover just broke off when it hit the ground. I need that to be covered too. I can't just leave that open. Oh, where did that go? That could be anywhere. All right, let's get out the flux container and find a nozzle. That's brutal. Oh, actually, maybe I can just use one of these. I think this will work. Let's see, hopefully. Yes, great. That works perfectly. Sweet. Hey buddy, I'm from India. I do Android mobile repairing. Love from India. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. Respect for doing mobile stuff. Just talking about that earlier. All right. I forgot to take the wire off this because I was so sad about my thermal paste. Oh, Devil, you already figured it out before I did it. I didn't notice. I didn't look at your chat. That was the solution. The problem now is I don't have a nozzle on my thermal paste. So I'll have to like I think I'll find like instead I'll probably put one of those plastic nozzles on And then like one of the green or pink, you guys know what I'm talking about, the tapered ones, and just cut it farther up so that it's like it comes out a little bit thicker. And then I can just find some sort of like little cover for it. I don't know. Maybe it will still come out of the tube fine. It's just gonna be all messy. I don't like that. Okay, that looks good. Open the NanoFlex box. It has one in there. It does. That's where I got this one. It worked. It's kind of crooked, but let's see. Let's see how this works. It's gonna get all in the. I hate this. Too much is coming out. Why'd I have to drop that? The most annoying thing about this is like workflow. Anything that's out of the norm for me is like throws me off so much. Like I'm just so used to applying the exact same pressure every time with this, and now I won't be able to do that. Whatever. At least that works. I think I'll put a where's my heatsink? I'll put a nozzle on it instead. T-shirts. Hoodie season is over. There has always been t-shirts, Babs, but honestly, the t-shirts are I'm not as happy with the quality of the t-shirts. They're nice. I think for the price they're fine, but like I kind of want to see if they have some nicer, heavier fabric for the t-shirts. The ones that we got that are on the shop at the moment are I just would prefer nicer fabric. Personally. I am really picky with t-shirts though, to be fair. Oh, you know, it'd probably be I always do this, but we can peel up the tape. I want to check diode mode on all this real quick before we give it a test. I'm sure everything's fine, but I always like to do it anyways. You never know. All right, let's see. So we got B, that looks good. This is clock. This is command, that looks good. This is that 0, that looks good. 3.3 looks good. Ground. Okay, good. Cool. Lovely. This should work if we have battery, and we do because we tested the console before. This training. Let's give it some time. Oh, it glitched. Cool. Check OFW. Oh, man. Okay. You think woman's cut will fit my curves? Oh, LA, we fixed that, LA. The logo we changed so it looks better on the I mean, I guess we didn't reorder them to see, but we adjusted the size based on what we got. So we made them a nicer size. But yeah, I do want to try some better shirts. Andy, hello. Andy. Switch is getting replacement batteries. Rambling, hello. What do you mean by that? Oh, do we have official firmware? Did I already turn it off? I think I did, yeah. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's just finish getting this assembled and we will move on. Has anyone here watched the Fallout show, the second season? LA and I are watching it right now, and I'm actually like really impressed. I like the show a lot. It's good. I just like never I heard everyone talking about the first season, and then like nobody talked about the second season that I heard of, and we only just got around to watching it, and it's good. I like those games too. Those are good games. Oh, we gotta get putty on here. Hold up. Let me get some putty. It's so good. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, no spoilers. I will ban you. I won't ban people for many things. Man, I hate when this gets mixed in. I don't like that. That bothers me. It really doesn't matter, but it bothers me enough to pull. You know what? Come on. Okay. Just being super picky. All right, this looks fine. Oh, thank you, LA. LA let me know that she is sleeping, so we can switch to the other mic setup. Come on. Liked the first season. Spoilers welcome, said Babs. Going to see Disclosure Day this week. Is that a movie? I'm assuming it's alien related. We should go to the movies. We haven't gone in forever, but we have a baby now, so I think that's gonna stay that way for a little bit longer. I think if LA and I were to get some time without the baby, like if LA's parents took her, I don't think we would want to go watch a movie, so we would just like go to the spa or something. The spas in Canada are so lit. They're incredible. I don't know why. It's just like doesn't seem to be as much of a thing, at least where I grew up in the Northeast of the US, but there's like so many just like beautiful outdoor locations out over here, and they have like tons of hot tubs and like super nice relaxing spots to just like chill. Oh, it's like the most relaxing thing I've ever experienced. They have like really nice creeks and stuff, or like rivers that they'll build them next to in the mountains. They're so nice. Where is my bit? Oh, I guess I can use my dedicated driver. Oh, it's on the, of course, it's on the, this is being stubborn, this screw. Only thing you can do together now is make more babies. No time to do anything else together. Roger that, Andy. I'll keep that in mind. One is enough for now. I am in love with having a child, though. It's really fun. It's been a blast.
Spa fund for Elay.
For me too, Babs. What? Why just LA gets the spa fund? Thanks for the $5, though. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's get this shell and clean off this. You didn't say you dream about spa trips?
Spa fund for Zach.
Thank you, Devil, for the $5 and the spa fun for me. I appreciate that. LA, I know what we're doing. I really want to go to the spot. It's been forever. Oh, this is cracked. That wasn't me. But every time I see this, I always have to I have to like reach out to the customer and be like, "Hey, this just so you know, this is cracked. I'm sure you're aware or whatever." Because I don't want people getting stuff like if it might be damaged in the mail, I'm using the wrong screwdriver. It might be damaged in the mail. It might be that it was already damaged. Same if like the screen has a scratch in it. I just have to verify. Yo, Ace. LA got a membership. Thank you, Ace, for the 5 gifted memberships. We have LA. RVNR got one too. Pio. Pyatt. Man, that's a hard name. But that one, Adam and Solo. Congrats, all of you guys. I have to go check the stream. I mean, I'm sure this wasn't me because I didn't drop anything, so. But I just always have to be sure. Why is my mouse not working? Ace, you are very kind. All right. Band powers and access to old streams. Why can't I rewind my stream? Okay. Okay, yeah, it was broken before. We can see. Proof. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I'll still let them know because it could have happened in shipping. I don't think this was particularly packaged well either, so it's very possible it was a shipping thing. I can also ask if he wants me to replace that because I have plenty of these pieces of plastic. So I'll let him know. Well, plenty. I have them on my test screen. Actually, my test screen one is broken, which I love. That's why I made it my test screen because I don't have to deal with it. The USB-C slot. It's annoying on it. Okay, finally. Sorry, guys. That one took a little while, but we can here. For fun, we'll test it one more time. Glitched. Nice. Okay. Moving on. Before I finish that one up and clean the screen and stuff, I'm gonna reach out to him and see if he wants me to fix that plastic thing at the bottom. Let me actually just check the package to see if it's rattling around in there. No, it doesn't appear to be. I mean, it wasn't packaged poorly. It just wasn't. I don't know. It was packaged in such a way that I could see that happened. See that having happened during shipping. I can't speak English today or ever, really. Okay. You're the man that you gave people subscription. Yeah, Ace is the man. All right. I don't need this. Oh, actually, I like to have that one on here. And I should keep it on there because I have this, and I always forget I have this. Okay, here's our problematic switch. I think I want to take the board out. The board behaves exactly the same without the chip. But it may actually make it easier to just remove the chip and the install entirely to test things easier. I need a Red Bull. You guys can come with me to get one. What did you say, Devil? Zach, we are experts at handling these. It's almost always their fault. Devil, I make mistakes, okay? I don't know about you, but although I can't remember the last time I broke someone's console. But oh, we got more packages. These are from the PO box. Huh? Oh, you had to pay customs. What? How much? Oh, 25 bucks. Who cares? Oh, it's from the UK. Whatever. We gotta support our UK customers, yeah? I won't charge them for that. Normally, we don't. If you follow our shipping instructions, generally, we won't have to pay customs for stuff or like duty fees. I wonder what it was. It was the Canada border. Huh. Yeah, this looks like they followed the instructions for mail-ins, so that's on me, I guess. So I am paying that. Anyways, okay. Oh. Good morning from the other side of the world. Good morning. Is the stream being taken over by Australia today? Yeah, we got Devil Repairs, we got Ace. We got Down Under Maker. I think they followed it. What are you talking about, LA? Chest cam. Yeah, I could get a chest cam. You can look inside my fridge with me. Just lurking here today. Oh, hello, Greg. Been a long week with several battles. Sorry to hear that, Greg. But welcome in the stream. Hope you're doing better. Okay, Red Bull time. You're asking someone else. Oh. Man, Red Bull's so good. I blame Russ for this addiction of mine now. Okay. So let's replicate the problem again. It's very intermittent, but with the screen being left on, it appears to be... Oh, it just did it. It just did it then. Like, that's the first time it did it that fast for me. Wow, that was really fast. So it just gives up. And it's interesting because it's clearly the 3.3 volt rail is getting cut. So it's like, it's not like it's getting stuck in first stage or like the console is like saying nope and it's turning off. It's so weird. More of a NOS fan. I haven't tried NOS. Okay. Wow, that just shuts off instantly. Maybe that's going to be easier to figure out what's wrong now. That is totally going to be easier to figure out what's wrong now with it behaving like that. Okay, I think I'm just debating whether or not I remove the entire install. I think I will. It's so annoying though, because it's a Kamikaze FPC, and I'm positive the install is good. Like, I guess I'm not positive in the sense that like it was an attempted install previously, so maybe let's just look at everything. Yeah, I don't want to rule anything out just because of a feeling I have. So yeah, it's just gonna be easier to take the mod out anyways, so we should just do that. Okay, let's begin. Yeah, RVNR, it checks out, or I was using diode mode actually. I haven't checked resistance. That's actually a good idea. Let's do that. So 0.4, which to me actually, I was saying this last time we looked at this. This reads a little high in diode mode for me. I'm used to seeing like 0.36. And we compared against a working console here, but the working console also is reading without the chip plugged in. Yeah, the chip's not plugged in. I think we were getting the exact same 0.4, which is weird because normally I'm used to seeing lower, but maybe I'm used to seeing lower because I measure with the chip with the Pico plugged in more often than with it not plugged in. So I don't know, but let's check resistance. That's a good idea. Let's see. We can compare working to non-working. So 1.4, 1.3 megs, so like a little over a meg. Let's see what this one. Come on. That's a big difference, actually. Unless the other one might have just had half charging or something. It was still going. I guess we can let this try to settle. It'll take a little while, though. Okay, it is reading similar now. I can't tell if it's still settling or if it's fluctuating due to resistance mode. Like voltage going in the board. I mean, let's see. Trying to get a good ground connection. Going under the shield so we actually hit the solder points. You use it switched like diode mode in resistance mode too, RVNR? I haven't ever done that. I never thought to do that in resistance mode. Wow, look at you. That's cool. I never did that. I always do black on the point for diode, but not for resistance. Look at you go. That's sick. Why haven't I mostly use diode mode, so okay, that's different too. But it was similar before. I still have a good ground. This is a good ground. This is under the USB shield thing. So I don't know why that's changing. This is the good board. 33K. Yeah, and then this was the weird board. I don't think it's going to be a 3.3 volt issue directly. It could be like some sort of instability, but I don't know. Anyways, that checks out to me. I want to get the board out and remove this install because I think there's going to be less variables there, right? So let's do that. Where's my tweezers? We can go from there. Most of what I want to do, I need the board out anyways, so. Yeah, multimeter's injecting voltage. Yeah, it's true. I see. That's the reason why I use diode mode the other way around. It's exactly what you're saying, but it never occurred to me that resistance mode is also doing that. And I just feel like there's situations where if you reverse in like resistance, you're not always going to get a reading, but you will in diode mode, right? Why did I just take that out? That was a really weird way of doing that. I never do that. That's exactly how you damage that screen connector is doing what I just did. Well, I didn't damage it, but you can very easily damage it. By removing that before taking the board out. I forgot the speaker. I always do that last, and I forgot the screws from the USB-C port. Wow, what are we doing today, Zach? All right. See, like I'm used to pulling it out then. That's the best way to do that. All right. What do we got here? So I'm gonna want to use this again, so let's pull this off. This is just on ground on the Pico. I was just using it because it was an easy ground point. That didn't make the board messy. For the oscilloscope, let's pop open these things. We'll remove all the FPCs. Actually, I'll probably keep the... No, I won't. I was gonna say I might keep the top FPC on because it has this Kamikaze area, right? But let's just like do proper testing and remove everything. to limit the amount that we have question marks on. Zach, what was your original repair? Failed Kamikaze? No, so this wasn't a failed Kamikaze. This was just a failed install, and it was messy, and I Kamikazed it after the fact. It was messy and preventing boot. The last one, I think it was one on stream, and I wanted to go see it, but I couldn't find it. I don't know why. In all of my streams, like I cross-referenced the date that I marked as received, I think, with the date, like my stream dates, and I just couldn't find one that matched. And I remember doing this console. I remember it because I remember the email thread with the guy. So, okay, so resistance and diode value are good, so it can be a drop in voltage because of a bad regulator. I don't think it's just 3.3 dying the RVNR. It's possible. I think everything is turning off, but we should check that, right? We should check with this, either the scope or we should check other rails, when it crashes, if all of the other rails turn off or just 3.3. I don't think 3.3 is like the only one like shutting off though. But I just meant that like 3.3 was the only one we could like sort of visually see, right? Because the chip was turning off. That's why I mentioned it. Okay, let me get this off of here. I want to try my best to keep the FPC nice because I don't have very many replacements for these particular ones for these chips. And there we go. I just ripped the bottom off of that one, so we're gonna have to replace it anyways. Beautiful. I hate removing these. Come on. All right, this is the bottom pad of the FPC that we just removed. Okay, I'm gonna clean. I mean, it could, like the other thing it could be is like that. I doubt it because I think he said it had similar problems before I did anything on it, but it could be something like the MOSFETs on that flex cable could have been leaky or weird or something. I don't know. And causing, but I think even then, I think the console would just freeze. I don't think it would shut down all the way. Maybe unless SP1 or SP2 was like shorting to ground through the MOSFET. But again, I don't think we're gonna have issues if we remove this. Voltage come from battery with BQ, then from BQ reach 3.3 regulator and max IC to have other voltage for SoC, and then distribute on other components. So by following the line, the first thing that can fail is BQ, then 3.3 reg, then max IC. If it's a voltage problem, yes. And I want to check like what each of the rails are doing during shutdown. So I want to check specifically 3.3, and then there we go. That's awesome. Oh, I forgot. This was the... Ooh. Wait a second. I forgot about this. I repaired this cap. I'm not putting that cap back on there because I have another one. I remember this cap got pulled off. That's why that came off so fast, because it has unleaded solder on it. I forgot I repaired that. I don't think it was a pad repair, hopefully. Let's leave that off. I'm wondering if there's something weird going on here. I totally forgot about this. So yeah, I just pulled that cap that I replaced off. Yeah, okay, the pads are there. It's just we have a end cap from the cap I replaced on there. So let's clean that off. Okay, so it's not going to be an issue there, I don't think. But I have to put another one of those on eventually. We can leave it off for now. It's not going to cause our power problems we're having. Right? Isn't that an end cap on there? Man, it takes so much heat, this area. These little pads like have so much thermal mass. See, I can't tell if that's like under the pad. One sec, I have to. That's just not coming off. All right, I'm gonna try with the G-Boon with the smaller iron. Crank the heat a little bit here. There we go. That's taking care of it, I think. Come on. Just don't want that on there. Okay, now we can tin these again. These take so much heat, it's insane. I think I might even need the, oh, there we go. Okay, we'll be able to put a cap back on there after. Let's try to figure out the other problems with this before. I have to get some of that burnt flux off of there. That's from the solder wire. Because I melted the solder wire so close to the pad. Okay, we'll come back here. I don't like using hot air near the die RBNR, but we got it. I hate that those when those the end caps of the capacitors come off, they stick to these pads like for dear life. Okay. Let's just take this off. I'm gonna rip the band-aid off and get this off here. The annoying thing is, do I really want to? Like, what's the point, right? Because there's, I guess what I'll do, I'll leave this. We'll peel this up to check under here because this looks the most suspicious, right? This looks weird. What is that? So let's pull that off and check. I remember the 3.3 volt area was pretty messy, so it could totally be a 3.3 volt problem, but yeah, see, I cleaned it up. It's just that little bit of extra mask there. Let me push this out of the way. So yeah, I don't really see a reason to pull this FPC off. I don't like this on here, but I'd rather not destroy that cap trying to get that off. Okay, well, in that case, I think I'm just gonna solder this back down, and we'll go from there. Don't need to use 400, or if so, just need to be like 2 to 3 inches high. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, I know you can safely use hot air, but I just don't like doing it when I don't have to, you know? Okay. Just a personal preference. Okay, let me get this solder back on. We can actually use this FPC to our advantage to have an easier points to solder to, or not solder to, but probe with the oscilloscope. We can check some data lines to the NAND during shutdown. See what those are looking like. That could be interesting. All right. I really like your resistance trick, RBNR, for not, powering things up. Never thought to do that. I don't know why that never occurred to me to do that in resistance mode. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave the B wire on there. That's fine. I want to check all the points still. Like, I want to check the NAND. Did he do I don't remember if he did a, yeah, he did a dat zero adapter. Let's look. Oh, one of the other things I did, by the way, with this is I put it through the ultrasonic cleaner to make sure. You can be impressed by knowing the die can take even 500 C without any damage by heat. In fact, flip chips are soldered to this substrate with the high lead and high temp solder. Yeah, RVNR, but the like repeated exposure kills silicon. Like, I know what you mean. Like, it can survive it's rated for a certain amount of reflows. So I don't like, because, like, let's say for example we want to take the the SoC and put it on a new board. We're already putting it through a reflow cycle. So the less heat I can apply to this die over time throughout the repair, the happier I'm gonna be, because you will kill the thing after a certain number of times hitting it. Silicon doesn't like heat. It's just kind of, that boost converter is looking funny. But yeah, one of the reasons I put this through the ultrasonic cleaner was because I saw a bunch of like flux and like even solder paste under the SoC, I feel like. So I was wondering maybe that was causing, that totally could have been causing our problems, but I did ultrasonic it and I still have problems. You can do it even 100 times. RVNR, I don't know, man. I've seen, like, Ace has even shown me on RSXs, like, that he pulls on and off of the same PS3 like multiple times. He shows you the resistance to ground on like V-core, and it goes down every time, like slightly.
Any chance you know how to keep syringe flux clean? If it's just me. It always leaks into my holder. Then if I try to put the cap back on, it gets on my gloves and transfers onto every surface frown.
It sounds like you've got a thin flux, my friend. Thank you for the $10. I recommend, like, for thinner flux, you can grab these little like silicone caps. I use that for this because this leaks everywhere, and that's a nice solution. You might also just enjoy using a thicker flux. Yeah, I know, like RVNR, I know there are some chips that are rated for only a certain number of reflow cycles, right? Like, heat just it simply is not good for silicon. But I'm aware that you can still, rework chips. I think there is just a limited number, in my experience, and from what I've seen, and from what Ace has shown me directly too. Like, I think over time, it's, even if you do it correctly, just not ideal. So, anyways, that's my reasoning for avoiding hot air when I can on the die. But you can obviously, you have your experience. You can do whatever you need to do. I'm not judging you. Okay. Let's see. So let's plug this in via the bench power supply. Current draw would be nice to monitor too. Let's see. And it depends on the chip too. Like, some chips are just not gonna, you probably could do it hundreds of times and nothing is gonna happen. RSX chips are just a pain because they got produced with bad materials, not meant to be reflowed most of the time. What you mean, like the bumps, or like you think it's coming off of the interposer or whatever? Or the silicon itself is bad on those? I don't actually know the backstory of those. I know they fail over time. I'm just not sure why. Is it because the silicon is bad? Or is it because was it something like the 360 where the interposer came off of the die or whatever? Ace will be able to tell us, I think, if he's still in here. Okay. So yeah, let's just see. I guess this is gonna be kind of hard to do. I think I want to solder a. Let's just use the scope, right? Like screw the multimeter. Let's use the scope for this. This is a good use case for the scope. Well, bye, Darius. See ya. Yeah, the bonding material used is turning into glass just above 70 C, so every heat cycle was risking to crack the balls on the die, but that's not gonna cause V-core to lose resistance, RVNR, is it? Like the impedance is not gonna change I mean, if anything, it would go up because it won't be connected. Unless they're like, I don't know. Man, they should make an oscilloscope that turns on instantly. I love the scope though. This is such a nice scope. Okay. Let me solder this ground wire somewhere useful for us. Where would be a nice flexible spot? Because I'm gonna want to measure 3.3, all the data lines. We're gonna want to measure VSys, which we can get from over here too. And we want to measure this stuff. So I guess somewhere we can move the ground wire, I guess, if we have to. Okay, this B wire is gonna really annoy me. Let me just take this off. Yes, we have a display capture from scope. Sorry, I'll put that on screen here. One sec. You guys can see it. What's the use case of the scope? So essentially, your multimeter kind of like doesn't tell you the whole story when you're measuring voltage. It only shows you voltage at a fixed point in time. Some multimeters will have like some features to measure voltage over time. Actually, the Rustimeter software that Marcus made does let you do like some voltage over time stuff with this little graph here. One sec. But it's still not very fast. Like the multimeter can't actually refresh that fast. So the oscilloscope lets you measure voltage over time, and it can measure really fast changes. True even for that, but he also creates fast degradation if the temp on the die can go over a certain temp. This is why BGA machine have profiles that melt the solder in less than 6 minutes. Fast work, less risk. I agree with that. Okay. Sorry. Oh, that's not the. Hello. This is not the button I meant to press. Okay. Let's solder this for now. Let's check this stuff on the front first, and I just want like a. I don't want to solder to like a screw hole because it looks gross. So we'll do the shield. We can always wick this pretty easy. Sorry, Turon. It's gonna hurt his soul. But I need a really good ground. So we're doing this. All right. Here, I'll zoom in a bit. So we've got our board. And we've got 4.2 volts on the power supply, We're gonna use ground here for the power supply. We're gonna get our power button ready. This can attach here, and we can get to measuring, huh? Okay, so this is not gonna be, I don't really care about like megahertz at this point. We just want to see, we can just do scrolling here and see what happens over time. So you're able to see this, there's time at the bottom on the x-axis, and the y-axis is voltage, and this is way too zoomed out because we were doing, I've got a cool video coming out for you guys on, for those of you who are learning repair, on Saturday. I think you'll enjoy the video. Okay, 3 volt. I mean, this is really all we need. Well, I guess we'll go a little bit out more to see 4.2 volts. So we'll do like up to 5 volts. Yeah, perfect. Whatever. We don't really need exact numbers right now. Cool. Okay, so the annoying thing is I have to press power while probing these. So we're gonna probe. You can already see some noise coming from maybe my bench power supply. Like if I unplug this, we get less noise. And probably just everything makes noise. Everything, if you breathe. The scopes are very sensitive. So your multimeter actually does see these fluctuations, but it won't display them for you. It's going to display an average voltage, which is very nice for a multimeter because you don't need to see stuff like this on the multimeter. It's just a different tool, right? So we're going to turn on the console and see what we get. So we get 3 volts, 3.3 volts, right? And the console just turned on. And we're going to see if it shuts itself off. Right now it's staying on. It could have been something to do with that SOCF PC, but I don't think so. This is how it was behaving before, where it would kind of it would just turn. I had it on overnight and it stayed on the entire night and had no problems. That went to sleep right there, but 3.3 is still there. Yes, I am an antenna, Babs. Good night, Alicia. Peace. So the probe point needs to be connected to ground. It doesn't need to. Like, I can disconnect this, but it'll be even more noisy. Watch. Like, I'll take this off. Look how noisy that is without the ground. Also, it's just not reading the correct voltage. So it's better to have ground connected. So the console is asleep now. I guess you guys can't see current draw, but we're getting 0.005. Oh, it just shut off there. I didn't touch it yet. It just shut off by itself. So let's stop and let's zoom into that. So we caught it. Oh, RVNR, one important thing I forgot to mention is one very important thing that I forgot about until just now is that yeah, that's not warm at all. I mean, it's somewhat warm, but it's not hot. The console had been giving him random like temperature warnings when in official firmware. Oh, I can measure the voltages again, RVNR for you. Let's just do it with the scope while we're at it, you know? So here's 3.3. Let's zoom into this. But yeah, he was getting, one of the reasons I think it may be SoC related is because he was getting like overheating warnings popping up in official firmware, and it wasn't getting hot. Oh, well said, Devil. That was much better than my explanation of its scope. So that's just the VRM shutting down. That's not like anything interesting for us, right? Oh, we did see a drop here, but that could have been. See this? That is slightly interesting. What is that? I'm curious if the other voltage rails will do that. That could be two things. That could be something the console's actually doing, which seems more likely to me. Or it could be me not making a good connection with the point, moving around a little too much. But I think that might be some noise. And it's more noise than just like this stuff right here, right? Like that's very different. It dropped to 1 volt for actually kind of a long time. For, let's see, how long? We're at 2 milliseconds per division, so about 2 milliseconds. That's a long time for that to drop to 1 volt. And then it did something funny. Okay, so that's good to know. Let's keep that in mind. Let's move on to the other rails just to see. Temp warnings are managed by fuel gauge. Isn't that temperature for the battery though? Saw multiple consoles when fuel gauge is bad that weren't reporting temp. Okay, that is not the case. I know for a fact, RVNR, because I checked the Hikatse battery screen, and it did have it showed the fuel gauge stuff looked good, and so did all of the, like, I checked that screen to check for fuel gauge while the Pico was installed, and for the M92 and the BQ chip showed up there, so all that checked out. I also actually looked at the NAND too, and everything looks fine there. But it's good to know, like, so the temperature warnings themselves are related to the fuel gauge. Okay, that's what I thought too, RVNR, because that makes more sense to me. I guess either or, right? So it still could be a battery. It could be a fuel gauge problem, but the fuel gauge checked out on Hikate, but that doesn't mean it's working. So it still could be that, or it could be SoC. Let's just keep going for now. Let's keep going while we're here. This is still running, so okay. So let's check. What do we want to check next? Let's check the main power rail next. I'll check the output of the inductor up here while we boot the console. So we can see we're getting 4.2 volts, but let's see if something pulls the rail down. Okay, I just turned it on and it immediately turned off. Just there again. So you can see something's happening. Slight dip. It's right. I'll show you where it is. Hold up. Oh, I missed it. Here, I see it still. It's really hard to see, but you can see a slight dip right in the middle there where the top arrow is pointing. Right there. You see that? It like goes under, but I think that's not going to be an issue on this rail directly. It's going to be something further down the line. So let's check more stuff. Let's check all the rails first. Let me check this 0.6 volt rail for the SoC. And let's see what this is doing. Okay, that doesn't want to turn on at all. The console just is not doing anything right now for us. What if we hit it with some cold air? Is that going to change behavior? Man, I can't even see anything on the oscilloscope right now changing. That's going to be a second stage rail. That's probably something we should check later if we're actually getting boot at some point. Let's check this again. Does 3.3 turn on at all? Man, this is just not booting now. It's not pulling any current. This is why I suggest to do a brain transplant. This is looking more to a board issue. Yeah. It's bothering me though, you know? That's a really good idea. And I think I'll do that if I can't figure this out, but I want to it has to be power, like it has to impact power at least. Like if it's the NAND, we'll probably see something on 3.3 or 1.8, like we saw on 3.3. Let's check 1.8, although I don't think I can turn on the console anymore. This is just not turning on. We're gonna go from here to here. Yeah, that's just not turning on anymore. Annoying. And then like in 10 minutes, it's just gonna start turning on. Okay, do we prep? I guess we do a poll. I know you want to discover what is causing this exactly. Like, here's the thing, RVNR, if we swap boards and the console works, I'm gonna be upset. I'll be happy, of course, for the customer. And, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do, but I would love to figure out what is going on with this. I would love to. Um, okay. Oh, I didn't ever move my mic, and now the baby's awake, so it's a good thing. Yeah, Gascarino, also welcome. I did effectively disconnect and reconnect power by power cycling the power supply that's plugged in here. But maybe it's been long enough that it's gonna do something for us now. Yeah, something, a little bit, and then it shut off immediately. Let's check 1.8 while it's doing something at least. That's the enable test pad, right? I'm positive. Am I? I'm almost positive. Let me just check my board view, make sure. The fan does turn on, Twiggy, and there was sufficient like thermal paste and putty on it, so it's not gonna be like an actual temperature thing. Well, I suppose it, you know, internally on the SoC die it could be, but it's probably heavily localized if that's the case. Where is this damn board view? Here it is. Yeah, okay, I was shorting the correct pad to ground, but we're just not getting a boot anymore. Oh, I just saw it. You just saw it there? There's 1.8. Let's go check that quick. See if we can see anything interesting on it. Man, it turned on for like a split second. You know, let's replace the fuel gauge. I want to try that because you had a good point, RVNR, that is going to likely contribute to that. That's a definitely a potential cause for the temperature warnings, and that is the only time I've seen the console actually shut itself off fully like this, is when the fuel gauge is bad. So I'm wondering, before we pull it, maybe we can just take some measurements. I mean, visually, it checks out. I don't really see any. Yeah, that's a pretty clean fuel gauge I see, to be honest. Let's check underneath it. We can check the middle pin of the battery connector, diode mode and resistance readings compared to another board. Same with some readings around this chip. Again, this did check out on Hekate, but that's only when, that's only when the console was working, right? So like, if the console was on and working, of course Hekate is going to show like a good fuel gauge. But if it's temporarily failing and the console shuts off, then maybe it still could be this fuel gauge. So let me check. Let me pull out a working board. And for the power 2, if it's bad or detects something is not good, it will cut off the power. Yeah, I don't know that I've seen. I think you're right, RVNR, but I don't know that I've seen that. Like, I know the BQ chip is gonna just cut power, right, on the VSys. Ooh, that would be something to check. I wonder if the BQ chip is cutting power here. If we plug in power, try to boot it, and check VSys. Because we had VSys before, but that was when the console was kind of booting. I'm wondering. I really like that idea. Hold up. Let's turn on the. I really want you guys to be able to see. Oh well, you can see. There's my meter. Sorry. Okay. This is a working console we can pull out eventually. Oh, actually, we don't even need to pull it out. We can check the battery middle pin there, in the very least. But yeah, let's try this. So you guys can see current draw and can see what I'm seeing when it actually is turning on, because I'm not getting it to turn on every time. So right now, without trying to boot it, we have 4.2 volts on VSys, right? And this is the output of the BQ chip. And now if we boot it, it just shut itself off. Do we still have VSys? Yes, we do. Okay, so it's not, maybe, yeah, and we checked with the scope too. I forgot. We checked VSys on the scope, on the oscilloscope. I forgot. And it didn't show it dipping out even. So I don't think the BQ chip is cutting current to the console. Other stuff could be cutting current. Like the Max IC might shut down the console when something weird happens on, vCore or like a NAND power rail or something. That's possible. And I know this is the chip that listens for the power on signal. The power button, that's where this enable line goes. Okay, I was gonna check the let's check diode mode for the middle pin here. 0.53. Okay, and then what about this guy? 0.54. Okay, that's close enough that I don't think that's gonna be our problem. Let's see, because I'm lazy, I don't want to take the board out of this console. We can, but I want to see if the fuel gauge lines. So this goes obviously to the fuel gauge. So we checked this. What is this? Does this go on the front? Okay, this is positive. So that's VBAT, right? This is going to, what is this? This looks like I2C line, right? So because this is going to the M92, it's going to BQ, it's going to the SoC, it's going to the audio IC. That's definitely going to be an I2C line. There's probably two of those. I don't know where the other one will be. Where's the other one? That's ground. Okay, that also goes to the SoC, the middle one. This is probably, what is that? That's a resistor. That looks like a pull up or pull down resistor or something. Let's check that. Oh yeah, he added constellations, Quaggle. They're sick. Yeah, they're super dope. Yeah, Max is another intelligent chip, so also makes sense, but you can check the resistance on there and diode mode. I think I did. We could check again on the first stream. I think that all checked out, but we can check again. I mean, at this point, I don't remember what I did on this console and what I didn't. So that's not a bad idea. This looks like a pull-up because this is ground. Wait, no. Yeah, this is ground on this side of the cap, and then this is going to be a rail probably with this smoothing cap, and then this side attaches here. So I think this is going to be some sort of rail. Let's check on the board view. So this, oh yeah, oh wait, that's our temperature reading. Okay, interesting. So the other side of this resistor goes here. I'm not too sure what's going on there. That's kind of confusing to me. This is again VBAT. We know that. I checked this. That's I2C. What is this? Oh, there's our other I2C. I was trying to figure out where the hell the other one was. There it is. Okay, it's across. That kind of makes sense. No, it doesn't. That's in such a random spot. So we have one I2C pad here and one here. Cool. Great. What about this? What the hell is this? This is going to be the, I think this is a current sense resistor here for the on the ground side. So this goes in between actual board ground and the battery connector ground. So this is measuring voltage drop across here. Or it's a current sense. I think it's a shunt. And then this is, what the hell is this? This is a pull down, I guess, but this might be part of the current sensing circuit or something. I don't know. Okay, so I just wanted to see what we have to work with here. We don't really have a good, I guess we can measure I2C lanes on BQ. So these two are covered. We can't measure the SOC. Oh, we can, because the SOC thing is here. We have to take the board out though for that. This is, I already checked that. I'm just getting confused. Okay. All right, I think we should just take the board out of the other one and compare all those. It's just going to be faster, so let's do that. And I need my working board out of this console anyways, because I don't have another working reference OLED board at the moment. I sold it to somebody. Note to self: don't sell your test board, your reference boards. I need them. I just felt bad for the dude whose motherboard was shot. This was a little while ago, a couple months ago, I think. His SoC was fried, and I was like, well, I've got a working board I can sell you. No, Zach. Keep it. All right. All right, so let's pull this out and let's take some measurements and compare. It's very silly to do all this because, like, really what I should be doing is just replacing the fuel gauge. I have plenty. I have plenty new ones, and we could just see if that fixes the problem. But I'm too curious, you know. Okay, so this is the bad board. Let's do some good board measurements and take notes on. It's not going to take long. There's 9 damn things, and 2 of them are ground. This is going to be really annoying though, because let me just put this in a board holder. While we take some measurements. These will be good measurements to have notes on anyways, so good use of time, in my opinion. Yeah, where's the fun in that? That's what I'm saying. What's up, Joe? Motherboard was shot? No, on the other one, their SoC was gone. The one that I sold. Okay, so believe it or not, this fuel gauge is actually working. This is not the customer's board. This is the good board. We're gonna take diode mode measurements are really what I care the most about. So we're gonna do those. So actually, now that I think about it, we can't even on this area measure the I2C lanes because they're only underneath. So we'll have to do those after. This is gonna be something oh, you guys can't see what the hell I'm doing. This is gonna be the VBAT, which I already have diode mode readings for. You can see down here. Actually might even have resistance. No, I just have diode. And then this we can measure. So this is the temp, and I actually am surprised I don't have diode mode readings for this. So I should get this. So let's check what this is going to be. Okay, 0.54. So let's take note of that over here. 0.54. I only really care about two significant figures here because it's just not worth anything else in most cases. Okay, so this we can measure here. We don't really understand what this is, or at least I don't. It's like on the other side of this resistor, which is connected to the temp sensor. So it might have something to do with reading temperature. That's probably what it is, 0.54. Okay, and then this is the good board, right? Yeah, so this we can read. This goes to the SoC. So this, and it also goes to this resistor here. Which is what? I'm just curious. What is that connected to? That's not ground. Oh, okay. So this is some kind of pull up, or maybe this is the power for the fuel gauge. Could be VCC. I don't really know. No, that wouldn't make sense. It's connected to the SoC, so I don't really. Oh, VBAT is gonna be probably what powers the chip. Didn't think about that. I don't know what this is. This is strange. This is definitely a power rail here. Right? Yeah, this is 1.8, right? Yeah, this is 1.8. So 1.8 goes through this resistor and then it connects to here. So this is some pull up, 1.8 pull up, maybe for communication to the SoC. That's my guess. Okay, so anyways, let's stop dilly-dallying. Let me check the diode mode. I already did, right? And I just forgot it. It was like 0.54 again, right? Why is it different now? Okay, now it's 0.5. Okay, let's just put 0.5. So we'll do 0.5. This is the other other I2C lane, so we're gonna have to do that somewhere else. This is what? This is VBAT, and we have this. No, we don't. Oh no, that's ground. Sorry, that's just gonna be ground. Yeah, we're just gonna read 0 voltage drop there. Same with here, and then this is some we can measure on this resistor, which again I think, or that's a cap. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's a cap. Okay. So that is 0.53. I just assumed it was a resistor because it wasn't connected to ground. That's so weird. I don't understand this circuit. I don't understand the current sensing circuit or the temperature sensing circuit. It just doesn't. I so badly want switch schematics. It would be so even if I could only look at them out of curiosity and not to fix anything. I just want to see how some of this shit is structured. Flex board view, I believe there's a free and paid version. Yes, that's correct. Oh, Babs answered me for something. The cap / resistor is likely an AC bypass. Which one, Babs? Oh, you're talking about it'll still allow the pull up down to function, but stop stray AC from triggering the. The transistor or MOSFET? Can you explain when you said that, Babs? I want to read that again with context in mind. Which cap / resistor? Oh, is it this? You're talking about for the temperature sensing or for the current sensing area? Like, because there's this shunt resistor and then this cap, and then there was this which one was it? This one, the cap and resistor here. On the temp sensing. Okay, let me read your thing again. The cap/resistor is likely an AC bypass. It will still allow the pull-up down to function, but stop straight AC. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, fair play. I think I understand what you're saying. I just need to, I can't, I have such a hard time visualizing circuits without like drawing them or seeing a schematic. Like simple stuff I can do, but like even this is too hard for me to like visualize. Because this is, what the hell is this again? See, like I would have to draw this to like really understand what you're saying, I think. Right, this is just connects to this resistor. This connects to this cap, which is connected to temperature rail. And I don't really even understand how the temperature I think the battery reports temperature with like a resistance reading, right? Because it's just like a between ground and this, right? Because it's just a thermocouple or whatever. So this would have to okay, so now I have a better mental model. So let me read your comment again. The cap resistor is likely an AC bypass. It will still allow the pull-up down to function, but stop stray AC from triggering them. What transistor or MOSFET you're talking about? Are you talking about one here and with internally on the fuel gauge? Temp sensing is using a pull-up resistor to take a voltage to measure the resistance increase of battery thermistor. Ah, using also a cap just for OHS compliance. Okay, that's helpful. Sorry, out of topic. Do you know any good BGA reflow station? I'm not the person to ask because I do not have. Oh, that will also not cost 1K and up. Sorry, my friend. Your best bet there is to look at stuff like what Tony made from Northwest Repair. Look up Northwest Repair if you haven't seen his channel. He made his own little BGA workstation out of one of these guys, the T8 8280. This preheater. This is a nice preheater, by the way. It's pretty cheap for what it is. It's very nice. It's really great if you want to get into larger chips. You can even just use hot air with that, and it'll do the job for a lot of stuff. You got to be always monitoring temperature though, so invest in some like nice dual channel thermistors. And then you can kind of like make your own. You can get a top heater separately for less money. But obviously, like any program, you're not gonna get any like you're gonna have to do any programming or anything yourself. I know Tony. I think he just does it manually. So you can check out his. He actually cut his preheater in half to make it a better size for graphics cards. So that's probably your best bet is to kind of do a DIY thing with an existing top heater and a bottom heater and just get your own preheater. Obviously, you're not gonna get any like automatic stuff. So you're gonna have to really learn your own machine to be able to, it's not going to be automated. But you're not going to don't buy any of those cheap BGA rework machines. It's just not worth it. You're better off buying a nice preheater for the same price. That's my advice. But yeah, I don't have a rework machine yet, so like a proper one for automating stuff and automating reflow curves and stuff. I don't have that. I just do it all by staring at I have this dual channel thermometer that helps me with bigger chips. Where is it? Here it is. This guy. This thing's nice. It gives you like two K-type sensors and you just plug it in and you can monitor top and bottom heat. And you want to monitor the board temperature, not the preheater. Rap from Black Horse Repairs has software that you can program. Oh yeah, that is true. He made a nice. I should check that out actually. Sorry if it's been asked before, but what's the name of the electronic tri-wing screwdriver you use? So I don't. It's not a tri-wing I have on there. Actually, I have just a Phillips 000. But it's the Miniware. Motion something. What the hell is it called? Miniware. I have a whole video on this. You can look in my videos for a review of this if you want. It's nice. I love this thing. Okay. These are not. If you're talking about these are not electric. These are torque screwdrivers. Okay, let's check the I2C lanes elsewhere on the board. What did I miss? One of these paths? What? Oh no, I already have the diode mode rating for that. Okay. Let's flip this. Oh no, I don't have to flip it because we can check on the M92 on the back for I2C rails. So let's check the diode mode readings there. So that's going to be actually have a very convenient test point for this one right next to the M92. So let's check. Let's check that one. Alrighty. So we have 0.36. Cool. Thank you a lot. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. Good advice. You want to do BJ work, prepare at least 5K to spend in a proper station. Yeah, they're expensive. And most of that's going to be shipping from China. I'm looking into getting one, but and I talked to my electrician and he's going to get me a 240 volt outlet, which most of them are going to need because they're going to be like, I think this one is like it's like 20 amps or something at 240 volts. So the thing is like 4,800 watts. Insane. With everything on, with the top heater, the bottom heater, the everything. So I need an electrician. Damn it, I forgot the diode mode reading. One sec. Guys, I'm sorry for those of you who are invested in this repair. Okay, 0.36. I already have the diode mode reading for this. And you know why? It's because I just realized it's a little bit off. I'll put this 0.36. I already have this one too. Yeah, this is probably also 0.36. It's the one right above it. Oh, that's so nice to know that there's some nice like test points there for I2C. I didn't know that. That'll be nice for like using the scope. Oh, that could be interesting to monitor. That's a waste of time, but it could be fun. Okay, 0.36. Yeah, okay. So now let's check the other one. Yeah, my BGA is 4,500 watts. Yeah, those things are power hungry. Goodness. Alrighty. Let's get going with testing. The customer's bored now, so we'll check I2C later. Let's check all this other stuff first. So this is going to be 0.2. Huh? Why do I have that as... Oh, that's VBAT. That's why. Okay, I was confused for a sec. Okay, so this should be 0.2. Yes, it is. This was 0.54. Close enough. 0.54 on... I have to see where these are going. On the top of this. Yes, that checks out. 0.5 on this resistor here. That's close enough. That's another I2C lane. That's ground. This is 0.53, and I forget where this goes. This goes to this little cap here. 0.53. Okay, this is checking out. Let's check the I2C rails. Those were going to be both the same, right? Those were like 0.56, right? Something like that. 0.36 on both of these. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. That actually does feel somewhat off because I had 0.35 there before, and then 0.36 felt high to me on this other board based on my existing notes. And now this is 0.37. But unfortunately, that doesn't point to anything in particular because so much shit is connected to I2C. So God help me. Okay, so let's. I really still feel like pulling off this fuel gauge and putting a new one on. I think this is like the closest to a good idea I've had on this board outside of RVNR's better idea of just swapping the stuff to a new board. Um, because let's be honest, that's probably going to be a faster solution or at least faster diagnostic in the worst case than whatever the hell I'm doing today. But for science, oh wait, great situation to use the steady dock. I was just like gonna complain about my hand position. Okay, let's hit this again. Oh, dude, I love this thing. Okay. Wait, I have to remember the. Oh, we have a dot or we have an arrow for orientation. So let's wick. How many people are actually watching me fumble around with this console? Let's see. Oh my god, way more people than I thought. Thanks for chilling, guys. This is. I hope this is somewhat interesting to watch. I love repairs like this. I don't know about you guys. Because they're just more fun to me. They're like more of a puzzle, I guess. Face repair is fun too. Like I like Kamikaze repairs. Those are fun. Those can be a bit of a puzzle. This is the most interesting ones. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Sean's here. What's up, Sean? Nothing in particular, but there's always a way to find what is wrong. We simply don't know yet. Yeah, that's true. So UKEU 22240 isn't the same as US Canada. That's correct. It's I don't know how it works. I think you're explaining it here. I don't really in words that I don't really understand. I don't quite understand AC phases that well. My electrician tried to explain it to me. I think EU 220 is 1 times 220 and one wire. Yeah, it's two 120s. That's what he explained, but I don't understand. I would need to see like I should watch a video on that because I'm actually curious. Um, what preheater was that? Oh, Chris, it was it's the Puhui, Puhui. It's on Mobile Centrics actually for a really good price. You cannot find this thing anywhere for a good price, like for the same price. But on Mobile Centrics, for some reason, probably because they get stuff shipped from China in like huge batches, they sell it for like a really good price. Um, Puhui, just look up Puhui on Mobile Centrics, you'll find it. Yeah, it's still up there, at least in Canada, for like 280 Canadian. That's like a really good price for that thing. I think if you get it on, it's like almost like 400 Canadian. It's like at least $100 to $200 more if you get it on AliExpress shipped from China. And you get it like next day on Mobile Centrics too, which is crazy. I love Mobile Centrics. They make me happy. Okay, I need to really not burn my fingers with the hot air. That's a good first step. And I also need to make sure my tweezers aren't touching things. I'll fix that cap, don't worry. And that one. Wow, this is going swimmingly. Let me cut some wick in a much better angle. I don't know why I'm bothering with like 2 layers of wick for like the smallest amount of solder imaginable. This is gonna be plenty here. Okay, that's good. Let me reorient these components here. Okay, let's grab a new fuel gauge. It's not nanoflux paste. That is MG Chemicals 8341. Stuff is the tears of God. I love that flux. Oh, why am I looking in my switch ports drawer for a fuel gauge? What is wrong with me? Nice job, Zach. That is not what we're looking for here. Okay, let's get a fuel gauge. God knows what's in this drawer. Not fuel gauges, not fuel gauges, not fuel gauges. Ah, I see them. That has to be them. There's two things that could be that size. Fuel gauge or backlight I see. All right. Um, yeah, I was using here. This is the Flux Devil 8341 from MG Chemicals. I love it. I love it. There's a lot of other flux I like for other purposes. Like I use like 4 different kinds of flux, depending on what I'm doing. But for my like go-to, no, I lost one. Okay, here's one I'll use. Where's my fuel gauge? I don't want to lose these because they're always broken. And I don't like... That was a perfectly good chip. See, I hate when... Like, I buy like 10 of these, and they send them to me in 10 different bags, all like cut like this. Why are they pre-cutting their tape reels like that? What is that? Why don't they just send me like a... Send it to me on the tape reel. Oh, I found it. I found it. I think I found it. Yes. No. God damn it. I found a switch. I found a power button. God knows where that came from. No. Is that my shirt? It's like minus $3 or whatever. If I can't find that. Whatever. Okay, I'll look for that later. Surely I'll just forget to look for it, and then I have one less fuel gauge. That's more likely. Okay. Whatever. What type of flux was it? I missed it. It's MG Chemicals, 8341. I don't know if you're trolling me. I don't trust you Twitch people. You guys have a twisted sense of humor over there. Okay, I really would see, like, even getting these out of the tape reel is actually impossible without losing it if it's cut that small. Such an unnecessary. That's platformist. I love Twitch, don't get me wrong. I love the speedrunning community on Twitch. They're funny. It's like the only thing I watch on Twitch is like Super Mario 64 speedrunning. It's such a funny community. That is a lot of flux, unfortunately for me. And here I am, not gonna do anything about it. Just gonna complain when the chip floats away. Okay, that's perfect. Low airspeed, higher temp, but not too high, because this is a small part of the board. Heats up quick. Okay. Should be good. There, it just pulled itself into place. Heat it for a little bit longer, and then we'll let it go. Same here, big speedrun fan. As someone who's never played Minecraft. Oh yeah, so I've been watching Liam, who's like a Super Mario 64 speedrunner for like years, and he started doing Minecraft speedrunning, which was fun to watch. Try cleaning those pads until they're clean. You'll knock out half the components. You should. Did you just see what I did, Devil? I did that exact thing earlier. He needs a spa fund. If he fixes this console, I'm gonna send $20. High stakes. Pad's not clean. What do you mean? They're clean enough. Ball still on a pad. Come on, guys. There was like maybe a little bit of solder on the pads. Let's go look. We can rewind and look together. Here, let's go. Let's look. Let's look. Leak my stream keys so you guys can see my stream keys and stream to my channel. Okay, wait. We pulled this one off. We wicked. We pushed shit all over the place. Or I did. Not we. No, that's not that much solder, guys. That's fine. That's not a ball. If you looked at this from the side, it would be like, it would not be that far off of the PCB. That's okay. But thank you. His Minecraft speedruns are fun to watch when he's not telling people. Yeah, he's definitely getting more and more pissy as time goes on. Liam's crazy. All right. Unacceptable for my standards. All right, RVNR. I'll show you the solder balls from the side, and you guys can let me know if you think it's uneven, and I will redo it, okay? But I promise it's gonna look perfect. Unacceptable, said RVNR. I'll clean nicely too, so that you guys can really see how beautiful my reball, or my, not reball, but how beautifully it is sitting on the board. It'd be different if the chip was like massive. I mean, even then, it just doesn't matter for that big of a difference. Okay, here, look. If this is crooked, I'm refunding everybody today, and we will,
I transferred a fuel gauge. It's between 50% and 1%.
what did you say, Supersonic? Thank you for the $2. I transferred a fuel gauge. It's between 50% and 1%. Like that it's gonna work, you mean? Okay. Look at those solder balls, guys. Those look fine. Where was the pad? The pad was the middle one on this side, which of course we're not gonna be able to see really well. Can you guys see that? I can see it. You guys can't see that. Hold up. Let me move my scope a little. I can't rotate my board enough. I don't know why I bothered doing this for you guys. You guys are... I thought I was picky. All right. You see that? The solder balls under there, they're fine. The middle one, apparently, according to you guys, has too much solder on it. Looks flat to me. Yeah, can we all agree that that chip is plenty flat? You find nano quality unacceptable. How can you stand hanging out with me on a Wednesday? You're still learning nano solder. Solder master, says RPNR. Well, so what am I? That's crazy. I'm not a solder master. I appreciate that. But far from it. I think RVNR had his eyes closed when he saw me push like 5 components around when I was wicking the uh, fuel gauge. All right. Oh, dude, I was just messing around. Oh no, supersonic. I was responding to multiple people were telling me. Well, let's slow down there, Babs. There is some soldering that I do that is we can all agree is can be unacceptable at times. But I redo it if it's truly unacceptable. That was not unacceptable. That was fine. I stand by that. Okay. That took way too long. Let's test the board now. Is it cool? Yeah, let me just make sure there's no like dry off that area because this flux cleaner that I'm using while I'm waiting for my good flux cleaner to come is takes a little longer to, what do you call it? Evaporate is the word I'm looking for. Okay. Da, 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 da. Cool. Oh, I guess we got to do a poll. Guys, this is not going to fix the board, but no, I'm not trying to amuse you. You truly know how to solder properly and do many micro soldering jobs. I appreciate that. Yo, thank you, Mr. Sin PT, for the Prime sub for 3 months in a row. Wait, you probably have a cool badge over there on Twitch now. I can't remember if I have a. Do I have a 3-month badge, or is it just 2 months and then? I cannot remember. I can't see on my own Twitch what my sub badges look like. Wait, did my sub badges go away on Twitch? Wait, they're so boring on Twitch. Guys, no one mentioned this to me. What happened? My sub badges all like disappeared on Twitch for me. Are they working for you? Be positive, Zach. um, the Tower of Pisa is less crooked than that. Thank you, Gascarino. Yeah, I see the generic ones too. What the hell is that about? That's so boring. I have sub badges that I literally uploaded to Twitch like a year ago when I started streaming. Oh no, I see them showing up here too. Why did Twitch break my stream? I'll fix that for next time, and I will actually do it. Okay, that's annoying. Pachenka, welcome. Okay, let's turn this on and see. Let's turn this on and see what we get. Where's my here? Oh, I didn't do a poll. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so out of it today. We're having problems. I don't even know where my YouTube stream is. Here it is. Start poll. Will it stay on now, I guess? Will it boot and stay on now? All right. Poll time. Poll time. LA, why is that squished? Do you guys see the Anakin emoji? It's squished. Why? Why they're all squished? Why did Twitch break all my emotes and all of my badges? What happened? I'm sad. At least I have them all in Dropbox, so it'd be easy to re-upload them. Oh, it is, LA? You can like squish an emote with. I had no idea you could do that. I think it's just LA. I didn't realize you can squish emotes with the channel points. Oh, that's the best emote. Wicked Code Monkey, Jail Cat. Okay, Anakin Jail. Star poll. Star poll. Everyone vote. 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 I vote no because I'm a hater. Someone, I was waiting for it. Someone voted reshot of the fuel gauge. It must have been RVNR. All right. I'm just screwing with you, RVNR. I hope you know I appreciate you and your help. Okay. Drum roll. I'm turning off this oscilloscope because it's actually I'm not going to because I probably am going to use it after this when this ultimately doesn't work. PC parts. What's PC parts? Babs. We have 24% reshot of the fuel gauge. It's Twitch votes are always so funny. Twitch, we have 80% yes and 20% reshot of the fuel gauge.
Resolder the chip. Nanofix.
Nanofix. Thank you, Wicked Code Monkey, for the 100 bits. Now we have 30% reshot of the fuel gauge on Twitch. Twitch is crazy. I can only hope it will work, but I learned to be not optimistic on every repair. This is a man who fixes things. That's the right mindset to have. I vote no mentally every time until I see it boot. And RVNR, I never celebrate still on Switches, even if I see the second Switch logo, until I see Horizon OS fully booted, I don't celebrate. Because I have too many times celebrated early and just it gets stuck on like first stage or stuck in second stage. Oh yeah, thank you, Babs, for the reminder. I'll do that right after this. If this doesn't work, we can talk about that because I gotta go anyways in 10 minutes. Man, this Switch is giving me trouble. It's been a long time since I got a Switch that it was like taking me this long to figure out what's going on it. And I'm not giving up. Like I will do I love RVNR's idea of doing a board transfer or transfer the SoC and the NAND. Ordered the T8280. Let's go. Yeah, Chris, that thing is nice. Just get yourself don't trust the thermocouple on it. Just buy a separate thermocouple, like a separate temperature sensors, and get like a dual channel one or something if you don't have one. It's super nice to use with that. Because I have to set the thing to like insane temperatures just to get the board up to like 180 or whatever I want it to be preheated to. Okay, we can test the board. We have 40% no on YouTube with 25 votes and 24% resolder fuel gauge. And then we have 63% yes on Twitch and 25% resolder the fuel gauge with 8 votes. So it's a yes, it's a YouTube versus Twitch again. Twitch thinks yes. YouTube thinks no. It's evening out now on YouTube. Okay. All right, let's try. Again, we have to go keep it on for a long time, even if it does boot. But we could also see very fast if it doesn't boot. So we're going to see based on current draw if it goes, it fluctuates and then it goes up to 300 to 400 milliamps and then stays there for a long time. We may have a fix, okay? So don't get excited. Okay, so we're getting a boot and it shut off. Okay, so I'm not surprised, but YouTube won that one. Oh, and now we have 40% yes. So you both lose now because YouTube votes came in later. That shifted it. Yeah, it shuts off. So okay, so it's not gonna be fuel gauge, and the fact that it does start to turn on means the fuel gauge is fine. We saw it boot fully and then shut off the first time. So I think right we saw fluctuate and stuff. I have to go double check Twitch. I just want to double check the current drop. So I'm just rewatching this stream. Give me 2 seconds. Should have restarted the chip. We'll talk about this PC setup in a sec, Babs. I'm just reviewing what happened. Okay, we have. Oh no, it only went to 90 million.
Sympathy
90
Donald,
milliamps.
R.I.P.
Supersonic, thank you for the $20. I appreciate you. Empathetic Dono is crazy. I really appreciate the support, man. Sympathy Dono. Okay. I think the move with this is whether it be in a stream early next week or a video, we'll swap the SoC and the NAND to a new board because I think that is probably just going to be our fastest way. Even though I really want to know what's happening with this. I might still do some more oscilloscope testing if I can get this thing booting, relatively frequently because as of right now it's too annoying. Like it just barely boots and I can't get the rails don't even come up sometimes. So using the scope to check every rail for stability is just a nightmare. So, and I have plenty of boards to do the swap with, so we should just do that. Okay, well, thank you, RVNR, for the help, and for everyone else. Let's go over. So, Babs wanted to know. What did you want to know? You wanted to know. And pull. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Let's do that. Have you checked for broken traces around the NAND or caps? I had zero. It had a zero adapter. Yes, it did. It's I guess I mean I didn't really. I did a full visual inspection on it with you guys on stream. So it's possible I missed something, but I don't think there was anything that I could see around the. I mean, this is gonna, if there's a scrape trace under here, it's gonna make a blue screen, so it's not gonna be that. Between the RAM and the SoC. Oh, there's still flux under there, but I think that's for me pulling off the SoC flex cable. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's CPU, GPU, RAM. I guess if you were to buy new. Oh, CPU, GPU, RAM. I have. Oh man, you're gonna have to forgive me. I have to check my device manager because I don't remember anymore. Let's see. So I have a Ryzen 9 9950X. But this is all overkill for a streaming PC because I use this for gaming too. You know what? You can simply remove the NAND completely from the board. It's not needed to power up and stay on first stage. You are smart. I didn't think about that because even if it's stuck in first stage, we know it's shutting down before that sometimes. You are smart. Yes. If it crashes also, you ruled out the NAND. Oh, that I don't know. I don't know why I didn't think of that. That's so smart. Okay, we'll do that. I'll do another stream because that'll be fun to do on stream. Okay. What was I gonna say? Okay, yeah. So the 9950 Ryzen 9 9950X for my CPU. The GPU is a damn. I cannot remember. I have to look up the thing for this too. AMD RX 6900 XT for my GPU, and then I could use a new GPU at some point. And then I have just DDR5. I think I only have 16 gigs in this one. Which honestly, I would if you were making a computer like this is all stupid overkill if you're making a computer for streaming, just for streaming. I would focus on RAM. I'd actually say get like 32 gigs of RAM if you're doing editing or streaming, like video editing. Uh, RAM is super nice. I guess streaming you need less RAM probably, but if you're doing video editing, um, yeah, 9950X. It's two different ones. Same for the I think for the graphics card too. It's the 6900 XT. Uh, that's an older card at this point. Damn, I can sell that graphics card for like twice of what I bought it at now. That's nuts that like the prices for stuff is so inflated these days for PCs. Um, for streaming, a GPU is nice. Yeah, a decent GPU is nice for streaming. Uh, I don't think you need anything too crazy. Like even if you're encoding like two separate streams, you probably don't even need that nice of a GPU, but like it couldn't hurt to get like a decent GPU. Uh, you're gonna want like I would say at least a mid-range CPU GPU, and I would get I would try to get at least 16 gigs of RAM. But like at the end of the day, like yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say because I run into more problems with hardware when it comes to editing because I edit 4K footage and that is a pain in the butt. And even this computer is a little underpowered for that. Like I need more RAM. But I bought DDR5 when it was just starting to like get expensive, and I was like, I need to build a computer, so I bought some, and I'm glad I did because the price doubled since I bought it. But I wish I bought twice the amount I did. I was like, surely the prices will go down, so I'll buy more later. um, yeah, Babs, I don't know. Don't build a computer based off of what I have. To be honest, I just have a bunch of like random crap I threw together over time for gaming, and most of it is for gaming. Like a lot of that stuff is super overkill for even like editing. Outside of the RAM, the RAM is not enough if you're editing like 4K footage and stuff. If you plan to edit, I paid 189 for 32 gigs before it went up. Ace, that is great. 189 Australian dollars too. That's ridiculous. See ya, JM. I do have to go as well, guys. Um, but yeah, actually, Babs, if you're looking for a top-down camera, look at my I have a whole setup tour, and I go over some of my recording equipment. If you didn't already see that, um, and the one thing I'll say is if you're trying to set up a recording setup, if you're a top-down cam, look for the GH5 that I have, the Lumix GH5 that I have with like the Japanese like photo booth version. Because it's super cheap compared to you can get it for like half the price of the normal camera, which is not cheap to begin with, but uh, it's a phenomenal camera. And if you're not planning to use the camera for anything but just like mounting it above your desk, that's super nice for that because it doesn't let you record to the SD card or CF card, but you can stream over HDMI and it works completely fine. And it's just the nicest. It's still a nice sensor. Um, Yeah, Lumix GH5. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm really happy with the camera. Like, it's not a new camera by any means, but I would buy another. I actually might buy another one of these. Just pay full price for a normal one for like a face cam or something. But yeah, everything except LA, what LA said, but everything except for my PC itself is linked, I think, in the setup tour. But yeah, guys, this was fun. I gotta go eat dinner with the family and chill with the baby and LA. But thanks for hanging out, and we will come back to this probably Monday, I think. Yeah, Monday. Let's do Monday. Thanks for the stream. Only had a few minutes to watch, but I appreciate it. Educating the masses. It's awesome. Hey, thanks for joining. OX. All right, guys. Let's use live. No one leave yet. We're gonna raid someone. Let's see. Ace is up. Let's raid Ace. Ace is live early today. 6:30, Ace. What is it, like 5 a.m. for you? Time in Australia right now. 8:30. Okay, that's not too early. All right. Okay, cool. I'm gonna /raid Ace console repairs. Okay, bye guys. It was nice hanging out with all you all. Thanks RVNR again. I appreciate you. Peace, everybody.